Tonight, we will be exploring the wonderful world of cats. These mysterious creatures have lived alongside humans for thousands of years, yet they remain endlessly fascinating. With their soft fur, gentle purrs, and graceful movements, cats have captured our hearts and imaginations. They are both wild and domestic, independent yet affectionate, hunters and companions all at once. The story of cats is ancient and beautiful, woven through human history like a thread of silk. If you enjoy these quiet explorations, I invite you to like and subscribe, or share a simple thought down in the comments. It helps others find their way here too, one sleepy soul at a time. But for now, all you need to do is rest, settle in, and allow the calm presence of cats to carry you gently towards sleep. Let's begin. Cats have walked beside humans for nearly 10,000 years. Long before recorded history, wild cats began to approach human settlements. As our ancestors established the first farms and stored grain, mice and rats followed, drawn by the abundance of food. And where rodents gathered, cats arrived. These early felines were not pets but partners in an ancient alliance. They kept the grain stores safe while humans provided a reliable hunting ground. Over centuries, this relationship deepened. The wild cats grew less fearful, and humans came to appreciate their presence. Eventually, some cats chose to stay, to raise their kittens near human homes, and to accept food from human hands. This was not domestication in the traditional sense, where humans bred animals for specific traits. Instead, cats domesticated themselves, choosing proximity to us while maintaining their independence. Today, cats live in nearly every corner of the world, but they carry within them the memory of those first wild cats who walked cautiously toward firelight thousands of years ago. The ancient Egyptians revered cats as sacred beings. In the land of Egypt, along the fertile banks of the Nile, cats held a place of extraordinary honor. They were seen as manifestations of the divine, particularly associated with the goddess Bastet, who took the form of a lioness or a domestic cat. Bastet represented protection, fertility, and the gentler aspects of the sun's power. Families kept cats in their homes, not merely as pest controllers, but as blessed creatures who brought good fortune. To harm a cat, even accidentally, could result in severe punishment, and when a beloved cat died, families would mourn deeply, sometimes shaving their eyebrows as a sign of grief. Cats were mummified with the same care given to human remains, wrapped in fine linen and buried with offerings for the afterlife. Archaeologists have discovered entire cemeteries filled with mummified cats, evidence of the profound respect these animals commanded. The Egyptians understood something essential about cats: their grace, their mystery, their ability to exist between the domestic and the wild. In honoring cats, they honored the balance between civilization and nature itself. Cats can rotate their ears 180 degrees independently. One of the most remarkable features of a cat is its hearing. Each ear is controlled by 32 muscles, allowing it to swivel independently in nearly any direction. A cat can point one ear forward while the other turns backward, listening simultaneously to sounds from multiple sources. This extraordinary flexibility helps cats locate prey with pinpoint accuracy. Even in complete darkness, they can hear frequencies far beyond human range, detecting the ultrasonic calls of rodents and the faint rustling of insects in grass. When you watch a cat at rest, you might notice its ears constantly moving, twitching slightly to monitor the environment. Even when a cat appears to be sleeping, its ears remain alert, rotating toward any unusual sound. This ability has been essential to their survival, both in the wild and in the company of humans. The next time you see a cat, observe its ears. Watch them move independently, each one a tiny radar dish, scanning the world for information. It is a small reminder of how finely tuned these creatures are, how every part of them is designed for awareness and precision. A cat's purr vibrates at a frequency that may promote healing. The sound of a cat purring is one of the most comforting in nature, a low, rhythmic rumble that seems to emanate from deep within. But purring is more than just a sign of contentment. Research suggests that the vibrations produced by a purring cat, typically between 25 and 50 Hz, may have therapeutic effects. These frequencies are known to promote tissue regeneration, reduce pain, and improve bone density. Some scientists believe that cats purr not only when they are happy, but also when they are injured or stressed, using the vibration to heal themselves. This would explain why cats purr during labor, when they are ill, or even when they are dying. The act of purring may be a form of self-care, a way for cats to manage pain and accelerate recovery. For humans, being near a purring cat can lower blood pressure, reduce stress, and create a profound sense of calm. The gentle vibration seems to resonate with something deep inside us, easing tension and inviting relaxation. To rest beside a purring cat is to be surrounded by a sound that heals both the cat and the person who listens. Cats sleep an average of 16 hours each day. If there is one thing cats excel at, it is sleep. On average, a cat will spend 16 hours of every day resting, and some cats sleep even longer, up to 20 hours. This is not laziness, but a reflection of their nature as hunters. In the wild, cats are ambush predators who rely on short bursts of intense energy to catch prey. Between these moments of activity, they conserve energy by sleeping. Domestic cats retain this instinct. Even when food is provided without effort, their sleep is not always deep. Cats spend much of their rest in a light doze, aware of their surroundings and ready to spring into action if needed. Only about 25% of their sleep reaches the deep restorative stages where dreaming occurs. During these moments, you might see a sleeping cat twitch its paws, flick its tail, or make small chirping sounds. They are dreaming, replaying the hunt, the chase, the pounce. Watching a cat sleep is a lesson in the art of rest. They find the warmest spots, curl into perfect circles, and surrender completely to stillness. In a world that often demands constant motion, cats remind us of the value of simply being at peace. A cat's whiskers are as wide as its body and help it navigate tight spaces. Whiskers are far more than decorative features. Technically called vibrissae, these specialized hairs are deeply embedded in a cat's body and connected to the nervous system. They are exquisitely sensitive to vibration and touch, acting as precision instruments that help a cat understand its environment. The whiskers on a cat's face are typically as wide as its body, allowing the cat to gauge whether it can fit through a narrow opening. If the whiskers touch the sides of a gap, the cat knows its body will not fit. Cats also have whiskers above their eyes, on their chins, and on the backs of their front legs, each set providing different information about the world. In dim light or total darkness, whiskers become even more important, detecting air currents and the proximity of objects. When a cat is hunting, its whiskers sweep forward, helping it sense the exact position of prey even when it cannot see clearly. Whiskers also communicate emotion. When a cat is relaxed, its whiskers rest gently. When it is curious or excited, they point forward. When frightened, they flatten against the face. To observe a cat's whiskers is to read its mood and intentions, written in the subtle movements of these remarkable sensory tools. Cats have a specialized collarbone that allows them extraordinary flexibility. Unlike humans and many other animals, a cat's collarbone is not rigidly attached to the rest of its skeleton. Instead, it is free-floating, embedded in muscle. This unique anatomy gives cats their legendary flexibility, allowing them to twist their bodies in mid-air, squeeze through impossibly narrow spaces, and land gracefully after a fall. It is why a cat can leap from a high perch, rotate in the air, and land softly on its feet. This ability, known as the righting reflex, begins to develop when kittens are just a few weeks old. The free-floating collarbone also contributes to a cat's fluid, almost liquid movement. Watch a cat walk along a narrow ledge or slip through a gap barely wider than its head, and you are witnessing the result of this remarkable skeletal adaptation. Their spines are incredibly flexible too, with more vertebrae than humans, and greater elasticity between them. Together, these features make cats some of the most agile creatures on Earth. They move as if the laws of physics bend slightly in their favor, flowing through space with a grace that seems almost magical. Kittens are born with their eyes closed and ears folded. When a kitten enters the world, it is small, fragile, and completely dependent. Its eyes are sealed shut, and its tiny ears are folded flat against its head. For the first week or more, the kitten relies entirely on its mother and its senses of touch and smell to navigate. It cannot see or hear, yet it can find its mother's warmth and locate milk with unerring accuracy. Around 7 to 10 days after birth, the kitten's eyes begin to open, revealing cloudy blue irises that will later change color. The ears unfold and gradually become erect, allowing the kitten to hear for the first time. These early days are critical for development. The kitten is learning about the world through limited senses, building neural pathways that will shape its behavior for life. By 3 weeks, most kittens can see and hear well enough to begin exploring beyond their nest. They stumble on unsteady legs, bump into obstacles, and learn through trial and error. Watching a kitten grow during these first weeks is like witnessing the unfolding of a tiny miracle, a creature gradually awakening to the richness of the world around it. All kittens are born with blue eyes that may change color later. When you look into the eyes of a newborn kitten, you will see a hazy, pale blue. This is not the kitten's true eye color, but a temporary feature caused by the lack of pigment in the iris and the way light scatters through the developing eye. As the kitten grows, specialized cells called melanocytes begin to produce pigment, and the true color emerges. This transformation usually begins around 6 to 7 weeks of age and can continue until the kitten is several months old. Some cats retain their blue eyes, particularly certain breeds like Siamese or ragdolls, while others develop shades of green, gold, amber, or copper. The final color is determined by genetics, specifically the amount and type of melanin deposited in the iris. This gradual change is one of the many small wonders of watching a kitten mature. Eyes that once seemed uniform and undefined slowly take on depth and brilliance, revealing the unique individual the kitten is becoming. It is a reminder that even the smallest details in nature follow intricate, beautiful patterns. A group of cats is called a clouder, while a group of kittens is a kindle. Language holds many charming surprises, and the collective nouns for cats are among them. When cats gather together, they form what is called a clouder. The word itself has an old-fashioned, whimsical quality, evoking images of cats lounging in a sunlit courtyard or prowling together through shadowed alleys. A group of kittens, on the other hand, is called a kindle, a word that also means to ignite or light a fire. It is a fitting term for the way kittens bring warmth and light into a space, their playful energy brightening any room. There are other terms as well. A male cat may be called a tom, while a female is a queen, a title that seems entirely appropriate given the regal bearing many cats possess. Wild or feral cats living together are sometimes referred to as a colony, especially when they share a common territory and social structure. These words remind us that our relationship with cats is ancient and layered with culture and affection. We have created an entire vocabulary to describe them, to capture something of their essence in language. Each term is a small tribute to the place cats hold in our lives. Cats have a third eyelid called a haw that helps protect their eyes. If you watch a cat carefully, especially when it is just waking or feeling unwell, you might notice a thin, translucent membrane sliding across the inner corner of its eye. This is the third eyelid, or nictitating membrane, also known as the haw. Most of the time, it remains hidden, but it can extend across the eye to provide additional protection and moisture. The haw helps keep the eye clean, sweeping away dust and debris, and it distributes tears evenly across the surface of the eye. In the wild, this extra layer of protection is valuable when a cat moves through tall grass or engages in a fight. If a cat is sick or dehydrated, the third eyelid may become more visible, a signal to attentive caregivers that something is wrong. Cats share this feature with many other animals, including birds, reptiles, and some mammals. It is a small but elegant piece of anatomy, a hidden mechanism that works quietly to keep a cat's eyes healthy and clear. Like so many aspects of cats, the third eyelid is a reminder of their wild origins and the evolutionary adaptations that have allowed them to thrive. A cat's nose print is as unique as a human fingerprint. Just as no two human fingerprints are identical, no two cat noses are the same. The pattern of ridges and bumps on a cat's nose is unique to each individual, a biological signature that could theoretically be used for identification. While we do not typically use nose prints in the way we use fingerprints, the uniqueness of each cat's nose is a beautiful reminder of individuality in nature. If you look closely at your cat's nose, you will see a complex landscape of tiny lines and textures, a miniature map unlike any other. This individuality extends beyond the nose. Each cat has its own personality, preferences, and quirks. Some are bold and adventurous, while others are cautious and reserved. Some seek constant affection, curling up in laps and purring at the slightest touch, while others maintain a dignified distance, offering companionship on their own terms. The uniqueness of a cat's nose print is just one small expression of the deeper truth that every cat is an individual, shaped by genetics, experience, and the mysterious alchemy that creates personality. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, paws, and the base of their tail. A cat experiences the world through scent in ways we can barely imagine. To mark their territory and communicate with other cats, they rely on scent glands located in several key areas of their body. The most prominent glands are on their cheeks, which is why a cat will often rub its face against furniture, doorways, or even against your legs. This behavior, called bunting, is not merely affection. It is a way of claiming you and the space as part of their territory, leaving behind pheromones that say, "This is mine, this is safe." Cats also have scent glands on the pads of their paws, which is why they scratch objects. The scratching leaves both a visual mark and a scent mark, a double message to other cats. The base of the tail has glands as well, and cats may rub this area against objects when they are feeling particularly secure and content. These scent marks are invisible to us, but to a cat, they create a rich, layered map of their environment. Every object, every corner, carries information about who has been there and when. In a multi-cat household, this scent communication becomes even more complex, a silent conversation written in molecules. When a cat rubs against you, it is marking you as part of its family. There are few gestures more endearing than when a cat approaches, arches its back, and rubs its head and body against your leg. This behavior is an expression of trust and affection, but it is also practical. By rubbing against you, the cat is transferring its scent onto you, marking you as a member of its social group. In the cat's world, familiar scents create a sense of safety and belonging. When a cat mingles its scent with yours, it is creating a shared identity, a family scent that signals comfort and connection. This is why cats often rub against you when you return home after being away. They are re-establishing the bond, renewing the scent that may have faded in your absence. If you have multiple cats, you may notice them rubbing against each other as well, sharing scents and reinforcing their social bonds. This behavior is called olarubbing, and it is one of the ways cats maintain harmony within a group. To be marked by a cat is to be accepted, to be claimed as kin. It is a quiet honor, a sign that you have earned a place in the cat's world. Cats can make over 100 different vocal sounds, far more than dogs. While dogs are known for their barking, cats possess a vocal repertoire that is far more varied and nuanced. Researchers estimate that cats can produce over 100 distinct sounds, each with its own meaning and context. There are the familiar meows, which cats use primarily to communicate with humans rather than with each other. Kittens meow to their mothers, but adult cats rarely meow at one another. The meow has been adapted specifically for interacting with us, and cats often tailor their vocalizations to what gets a response from their human companions. Beyond meows, there are trills, chirps, chatters, hisses, growls, yowls, and of course, purrs. Each sound conveys something different. A trill is often a greeting or an invitation to follow. A chatter may occur when a cat is watching birds through a window, a sound of excitement or frustration. A hiss is a clear warning, while a yowl can signal distress, territorial disputes, or mating calls. The range and subtlety of these sounds reveal the complexity of feline communication. Cats are not as demonstrative as dogs, but they are every bit as communicative. You simply need to learn their language, to listen closely to the variety of sounds they make, and understand the context in which they are used. The meow is a sound cats developed specifically for communicating with humans. In the wild, adult cats rarely meow at each other. They communicate through body language, scent, and a range of other vocalizations, but the meow is largely absent from their interactions. Kittens meow to get their mother's attention, but as they mature, they generally stop using this sound with other cats. However, when cats began living alongside humans, they discovered that meowing was effective at getting our attention. Over thousands of years, cats have refined this skill, learning which meows prompt us to provide food, open doors, or offer affection. Some cats develop very specific meows for specific requests, and attentive owners can often distinguish between a meow for food, a meow to go outside, and a meow that simply says, "Pay attention to me." This is a remarkable example of interspecies communication, where cats have adapted their behavior to bridge the gap between their world and ours. The meow is essentially a linguistic tool designed for us, a sound that exists primarily in the space between human and cat. When your cat meows at you, it is speaking a language that evolved just for this moment, this connection. Cats have a remarkable sense of balance due to their inner ear structure. Watch a cat walk along the narrow top of a fence, leap onto a high shelf, or navigate a cluttered countertop, and you are witnessing the result of an extraordinary sense of balance. This ability is largely due to the structure of a cat's inner ear, which contains the vestibular system. This system is highly developed in cats, providing them with an acute awareness of their body's position and movement in space. The vestibular system works in conjunction with the cat's flexible spine, powerful hind legs, and low center of gravity to create an animal that is exceptionally sure-footed. Cats can make minute adjustments to their posture and movement without conscious thought, allowing them to navigate precarious surfaces with confidence. This sense of balance also contributes to their famous ability to land on their feet. When a cat falls, the vestibular system immediately signals which way is up, and the cat's body rotates in mid-air to position its feet downward. This righting reflex, combined with their flexible spine, allows them to twist and adjust even during a very short fall. It is a feat of biological engineering, refined over millions of years of evolution. A falling cat can twist its body in mid-air to land on its feet. The ability of a cat to land on its feet after a fall is legendary, and for good reason. This skill, known as the righting reflex, is one of the most impressive feats of natural acrobatics. When a cat begins to fall, sensory information from the inner ear tells it which way is up. Within milliseconds, the cat begins to rotate its body, starting with the head and front legs, followed by the spine and hind legs. Because cats have no functional collarbone and a highly flexible spine, they can twist the front and back halves of their body independently. This allows them to flip right side up, even when falling from relatively short distances. Interestingly, cats need a certain amount of falling distance for the reflex to work properly. Falls from very short heights, such as a table, may not give the cat enough time to complete the rotation, while falls from greater heights allow the reflex to fully activate. However, falls from extreme heights can still be dangerous, despite the righting reflex. Cats have been known to survive falls from astonishing heights, but they are not invulnerable. The righting reflex is a survival mechanism, but it is not magic. It is physics, biology, and millions of years of evolution working together in an instant. Cats can jump up to 6 times their body length in a single leap. When a cat leaps, it is a display of pure athletic power. Those hind legs, with their strong muscles and flexible joints, can propel a cat upward and forward with remarkable force. On average, a healthy cat can jump to a height of about 5 to 6 times its own length, which means a typical cat can easily leap onto a kitchen counter or the top of a refrigerator. This jumping ability is essential for both hunting and escaping danger. In the wild, cats use their leaping power to pounce on prey from above or to quickly climb trees when threatened by larger predators. Domestic cats retain this ability, even when they have no need to hunt or flee. You might see a cat suddenly spring into the air, seemingly for no reason, or leap across a room in a single bound. This is instinct in action, the joy of movement, the celebration of what their bodies can do. Watching a cat prepare to jump is a study in focus and tension. They crouch low, their eyes fixed on the target, their muscles coiled. Then, in an explosion of energy, they launch themselves through space, graceful and precise. It is a reminder that even the most domestic cat carries within it the spirit of a wild hunter. Cats spend a significant portion of their waking hours grooming themselves. If a cat is not sleeping, eating, or playing, it is likely grooming. Cats are meticulous about cleanliness, spending up to 50% of their waking hours licking their fur and cleaning their paws. This behavior serves multiple purposes. First, it removes dirt, debris, and loose hair, keeping the coat clean and healthy. Second, grooming helps regulate body temperature. When a cat licks its fur, saliva evaporates and provides a cooling effect, similar to sweating in humans. In cold weather, grooming fluffs the fur, trapping air and providing insulation. Third, Grooming is a source of comfort and stress relief. The repetitive motion and the release of endorphins create a calming effect, which is why cats often groom themselves when they are anxious or overstimulated. Cats also groom each other, a behavior called allogrooming, which strengthens social bonds. When two cats groom each other, they are expressing trust and affection, reinforcing their relationship. For a solitary cat, grooming is a ritual of self-care, a way to maintain both physical and emotional well-being. Watching a cat groom is hypnotic. The slow, deliberate strokes of the tongue, the careful attention to every inch of fur, the way they clean between their toes with almost meditative focus. It is a reminder of the importance of taking time to care for oneself, to find peace in simple, repetitive actions. A cat's tongue is covered in tiny, hook-shaped barbs called papillae. If you have ever been licked by a cat, you know that its tongue feels rough, almost like sandpaper. This texture comes from hundreds of tiny, backward-facing barbs called papillae. These structures are made of keratin, the same material that forms human fingernails and cat claws. The papillae serve several important functions. They help the cat groom effectively, catching and removing loose fur, dirt, and parasites. The hooked shape acts like a comb, detangling fur and distributing natural oils throughout the coat. Papillae also aid in drinking. When a cat laps water, the barbs help draw liquid into the mouth. Additionally, these barbs are useful for scraping meat off bones when a cat is eating prey. While domestic cats rarely need to strip meat from bones, they retain this ancestral adaptation. The rough texture of a cat's tongue is yet another example of how every aspect of a cat's anatomy is finely tuned for survival. It is a tool that has remained virtually unchanged for millions of years because it works so well. When a cat licks you, it is not just showing affection, it is grooming you, incorporating you into its family, treating you as it would treat another cat. Cats have retractable claws that stay sharp because they are protected when not in use. A cat's claws are among its most important tools, used for climbing, hunting, defense, and marking territory. Unlike dog claws, which are always extended, cat claws are retractable. When a cat is walking or at rest, the claws are sheathed within the paws, protected by fur and skin. This keeps them sharp and prevents them from wearing down during everyday movement. When a cat needs its claws, specialized muscles and tendons extend them outward, ready for action. This retractable design is one of the reasons cats are such effective hunters. They can move silently, their claws hidden, and then deploy them in an instant to grasp prey or climb a tree. The sharpness of a cat's claws is maintained through regular shedding of the outer sheath and through scratching. When a cat scratches a surface, it is not just sharpening its claws, but also removing the old, worn outer layer to reveal the sharp new claw beneath. Scratching is instinctive and necessary, which is why even well cared for indoor cats will seek out scratching posts or furniture. It is not misbehavior, it is biology. Providing appropriate outlets for this behavior is part of respecting a cat's nature and needs. Scratching is a natural behavior that helps cats shed old claw sheaths. Scratching often frustrates cat owners, but it is essential to understand that this behavior is not optional for a cat. It is a biological necessity. When a cat scratches, it is not trying to destroy your furniture, though it may seem that way. The cat is maintaining its claws, removing the dead outer layer to reveal the healthy, sharp claw underneath. You may have seen these discarded sheaths, small, translucent husks that look like hollow claws, left behind on scratching posts or carpets. Scratching also serves to stretch the muscles in a cat's legs, shoulders, and back. After a long nap, a good scratch is like a yoga pose. lengthening the body and releasing tension. Additionally, scratching deposits scent from the glands in a cat's paws, marking territory and communicating with other cats. For a cat, scratching is physical maintenance, exercise, and communication all rolled into one behavior. Understanding this can help cat owners provide appropriate scratching surfaces and redirect the behavior away from furniture. Cats are not being destructive out of spite. They are simply being cats, following instincts that have served them well for millions of years. A cat's field of vision is wider than a human's, providing better peripheral sight. When you look at a cat face-on, you are looking into the eyes of a hunter. Those large, forward-facing eyes provide excellent depth perception, crucial for judging distances when pouncing on prey. But what is even more impressive is a cat's peripheral vision. While humans have a field of view of about 180 degrees, cats can see approximately 200 degrees. This wider field allows cats to detect movement on either side without turning their heads, giving them a significant advantage when hunting or watching for danger. However, there is a trade-off. Cats sacrifice some visual acuity for this wider view. Their distance vision is not as sharp as a human's, and they are better at detecting motion than at seeing fine details. Up close, within about 12 inches, cats have difficulty focusing. This is why a cat may sniff or touch something brought close to its face, rather than simply looking at it. But in the mid-range, where hunting occurs, their vision is superb. They excel at tracking movement, which is why even a well-fed house cat will become transfixed by a fluttering insect or a toy dragged across the floor. Their eyes are finely tuned for the chase, for the moment when movement becomes opportunity. Cats see better in low light than humans, but they cannot see in complete darkness. One of the most persistent myths about cats is that they can see in total darkness. While cats have exceptional night vision, far superior to ours, they still need some light to see. The secret to their low-light vision lies in the structure of their eyes. Cats have a high concentration of rod cells, which are photoreceptors that detect light and motion but not color. Humans have more cone cells, which allow us to see color and detail in bright light, but cats' abundance of rods makes them much more sensitive to dim light. Additionally, cats have a layer of tissue behind the retina, called the tapetum lucidum. This reflective layer acts like a mirror, bouncing light back through the retina and giving the photoreceptors a second chance to capture it. This is why cat eyes seem to glow in the dark when light shines on them. You are seeing the reflection from the tapetum lucidum. In very low light, cats can see about 6 to 8 times better than humans. But in complete darkness, where there is no light at all, cats are just as blind as we are. They rely instead on their other senses, particularly hearing, whiskers, and their sense of smell, to navigate. The glowing eyes of a cat at night are caused by a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum. One of the most striking images of a cat is the eerie glow of its eyes in the dark. When car headlights sweep across a cat sitting by the roadside, or when you shine a flashlight into a darkened room, the cat's eyes gleam with an otherworldly light, often green or gold. This phenomenon is caused by the tapetum lucidum, a specialized layer of cells located behind the retina. The tapetum acts as a biological mirror, reflecting light that passes through the retina, back through it again. This gives the cat's photoreceptors a second opportunity to detect the light, significantly enhancing vision in low-light conditions. The tapetum lucidum is not unique to cats. It is found in many nocturnal and crepuscular animals, including dogs, deer, and raccoons. Each species has slightly different tapetum structures, which is why their eye shine appears in different colors. In cats, The color of the glow usually depends on the type of minerals in the tapetum and can range from green and yellow to blue and orange. This adaptation is a perfect example of evolution, crafting elegant solutions to environmental challenges. For a creature that hunts at dawn and dusk, being able to see well in dim light is not just useful, it is essential for survival. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they are most active during dawn and dusk. Many people assume that cats are nocturnal because they often seem more energetic at night. In reality, cats are crepuscular, which means they are most active during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk. This behavior is rooted in their wild ancestry. The prey that wild cats hunt, primarily small rodents and birds, are also most active during these times. Hunting at dawn and dusk provides several advantages. The low light offers cover and makes it easier for cats to stalk prey without being seen, while their superior night vision gives them an edge over their targets. This natural rhythm persists in domestic cats, even those who have never hunted in their lives. You may notice that your cat becomes particularly playful in the early morning or evening, racing around the house, pouncing on toys, or engaging in what some people call the zoomies. This is not random behavior. It is the cat's internal clock signaling that it is time to hunt. For indoor cats, this energy needs an outlet, which is why interactive play during these peak times can help satisfy their instincts and strengthen the bond between cat and human. Understanding a cat's natural rhythms can lead to a more harmonious household. A cat's whiskers help it determine if it can fit through a space. Whiskers are not just charming facial features, they are precision instruments. A cat's whiskers, or vibrissae, are approximately as wide as the cat's body. This is no coincidence. When a cat approaches a narrow gap, it uses its whiskers to measure the opening. If the whiskers fit through without bending, the cat knows its body will fit as well. If the whiskers touch both sides of the opening, the cat understands it may get stuck and will often choose not to attempt the passage. This is a rapid, instinctive calculation that happens without conscious thought. Whiskers detect minute changes in air currents and can sense nearby objects without direct contact. This makes them invaluable for navigation in the dark or in tight spaces where vision is limited. Cats also have whiskers above their eyes, which trigger a protective blink response if something comes too close, and whiskers on the back of their front legs, which help them sense the position and movement of prey they have caught. Whiskers are so sensitive that some cats become stressed if they have to eat from bowls that press against them, a condition sometimes called whisker fatigue. Respecting a cat's whiskers means understanding their importance and providing environments where they can use these incredible sensors without discomfort. Cats have a strong prey drive, even if they are well fed and live indoors. Even a cat that has never missed a meal and has lived its entire life indoors carries within it the instincts of a hunter. The prey drive is not about hunger. It is about instinct, practice, and the satisfaction of engaging in a behavior that is deeply wired into the cat's brain. This is why a well-fed cat will still stalk, chase, and pounce on toys, insects, or even imaginary prey. Hunting behaviors in cats typically follow a sequence: stalking, chasing, pouncing, capturing, and sometimes playing with or carrying the prey. For wild cats, this sequence ends with eating. For domestic cats, it may simply end with losing interest once the prey stops moving. This can be confusing to humans, especially when a cat brings home a dead mouse or bird and seems to lose interest in it. The cat was not hunting for food. It was engaging in a hardwired behavior that brings satisfaction and mental stimulation. For indoor cats, regular play that mimics hunting is essential for mental and physical health. Interactive toys that mimic the erratic movements of prey can provide an outlet for these instincts. Denying a cat the opportunity to hunt, even in play, can lead to boredom, frustration, and behavioral problems. Some cats bring their owners dead prey as a form of sharing or teaching. One of the more puzzling and, for some, unsettling behaviors of cats is the tendency to bring dead or dying animals to their human companions. A mouse left on the doorstep, a bird placed carefully on the bed. These are gifts that can provoke a range of reactions, from horror to confusion to reluctant appreciation. The motivation behind this behavior is not entirely understood, but there are several theories. Some researchers believe that cats are sharing their catch, much as they would with family members in a colony. Others suggest that cats, particularly females, are attempting to teach their humans how to hunt, much as a mother cat teaches her kittens. In the wild, a mother cat will bring live or dead prey to her young, allowing them to practice their hunting skills. Since many cats seem to view their humans as rather incompetent members of the family, particularly in the hunting department, they may be trying to help. Another possibility is that the cat is simply bringing its prize to a safe place, its home territory, where it can be consumed or stored. Regardless of the reason, this behavior is a sign of trust and social bonding. The cat is including you in its world, sharing something important. It is a gesture that, however unwelcome the actual gift may be, comes from a place of connection. Cats have an excellent sense of smell, though not as strong as dogs. While dogs are famous for their sense of smell, cats too have a highly developed olfactory system. A cat's sense of smell is about 14 times stronger than a human's. They have around 200 million scent receptors in their nasal tissues, compared to a human's 5 million. Cats use their sense of smell to gather information about their environment, to identify other animals, to detect food, and to communicate through scent marking. Smell plays a crucial role in a cat's life. From the moment they are born, newborn kittens, blind and deaf, use their sense of smell to locate their mother and find milk. As they grow, smell helps them navigate their world and understand social structures. When cats meet, they often sniff each other, gathering information about identity, health, and emotional state. Cats also have a specialized scent organ called the vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ, located on the roof of the mouth. When a cat smells something particularly interesting, it may open its mouth slightly and pull back its lips in what looks like a grimace. This is called the phlegm response, and it allows air to pass over the vomeronasal organ, providing even more detailed information. Through scent, cats experience a layer of reality that is largely invisible to us. The phlegm response allows cats to deeply analyze certain scents. The phlegm response is one of the more curious behaviors a cat can display. Picture a cat encountering a new smell, perhaps another cat's scent mark or an intriguing spot on the ground. The cat pauses, sniffs deeply, then opens its mouth slightly, curls back its lips, and holds that expression for a few seconds, looking almost as if it has tasted something unpleasant. This is the phlegm response, and it serves an important function. By opening the mouth and drawing air over the vomeronasal organ, the cat is essentially tasting the air, analyzing pheromones and other chemical signals that regular sniffing might miss. This organ is particularly sensitive to scents related to social and reproductive communication. Male cats often display the phlegm response when they detect the scent of a female in heat. But both male and female cats use it to gather detailed information about other cats and animals in their environment. The phlegm response is a reminder that cats live in a world rich with scent-based communication, a silent language we cannot perceive, but that shapes their understanding of everything around them. When you see a cat making this strange face, it is not being silly. It is reading a message written in molecules, Cats use their tails to communicate mood and intention. A cat's tail is one of its most expressive features, a living antenna that broadcasts mood and intention to anyone who knows how to read it. A tail held high, with a slight curve at the tip, usually signals confidence and contentment. A cat approaching with this tail posture is likely feeling friendly and may be seeking interaction. A tail that is puffed up like a bottle brush indicates fear or aggression. The cat is trying to appear larger and more intimidating. A tail tucked tightly against the body suggests submission or fear. A tail that is lashing or thumping from side to side signals agitation or frustration. If you are petting a cat and its tail begins to twitch or whip, it is often a warning that the cat is reaching its tolerance limit and may bite or scratch if the interaction continues. A tail that is gently swaying may indicate focus, such as when a cat is watching prey or preparing to pounce. There are many subtle variations, and individual cats may have their own unique tail language. Observing a cat's tail in different situations can teach you a great deal about its emotional state and help you respond appropriately. The tail is a window into the cat's inner world, a form of communication that is constantly happening, if only we pay attention. A low, slow tail wag often means irritation, not happiness like in dogs. One of the most common misunderstandings between cats and humans, especially those more familiar with dogs, is the meaning of a wagging tail. In dogs, a wagging tail generally indicates excitement or happiness. In cats, it is often the opposite. A cat's tail moving slowly from side to side or thumping against the ground usually signals annoyance, frustration, or overstimulation. If a cat's tail is lashing rapidly, it may be on the verge of aggression. This is a warning sign, a communication that says, "Back off." Many people have been surprised by a bite or a scratch from a cat they thought was happy, simply because they misread the tail signals. Cats and dogs speak different languages, and their tails are a perfect example of this. Learning to read a cat's tail correctly is essential for anyone who wants to understand and respect these animals. If you are interacting with a cat and its tail begins to move in that slow, deliberate way, it is time to stop what you are doing and give the cat space. Respecting these signals leads to safer, more positive interactions and a relationship built on mutual understanding. Cats often knead with their paws, a behavior carried over from kittenhood. One of the most endearing behaviors a cat can display is kneading, the rhythmic pressing of the paws, alternating left and right, into a soft surface, such as a blanket, a pillow, or even your lap. This behavior originates in kittenhood. Newborn kittens knead their mother's belly while nursing to stimulate milk flow. The motion is comforting and associated with warmth, safety, and nourishment. As cats grow, many retain this behavior, kneading when they are feeling content, relaxed, or seeking comfort. Some cats knead before settling down to sleep, preparing their resting spot, as their ancestors might have patted down grass or leaves. Others knead their humans, which is often interpreted as a sign of deep affection and trust. The cat is treating you as it would its mother, associating you with safety and comfort. Some cats purr while they knead, and a few even drool slightly, signs of extreme contentment. While kneading can be uncomfortable if the cat's claws are out, it is not meant to cause harm. It is a vestige of infancy, a return to a time when life was simple and secure. Watching a cat knead is a reminder of the lasting impact of early experiences and the enduring need for comfort and connection. Cats often sleep in high places because it makes them feel safe. If you have ever wondered why your cat insists on sleeping on top of the refrigerator, a high shelf, or the back of the couch, the answer lies in instinct. In the wild, Elevated positions provide safety. A cat resting high above the ground is less vulnerable to predators and has a better vantage point to observe its surroundings. Even though domestic cats face no such threats, the instinct remains. High places offer a sense of security and control, allowing the cat to survey its territory and monitor activity below. This is particularly important in multi-cat households or homes with dogs, where a cat may seek out high perches to escape potential conflict or simply to have a quiet retreat. Providing vertical space, such as cat trees, shelves, or window perches, can significantly improve a cat's quality of life. It allows them to express natural behaviors and provides mental stimulation. When a cat climbs to a high spot and settles in, it is not just resting, it is claiming a throne, a place where it can observe the world from a position of safety and power. Understanding this need for vertical space is part of creating an environment where a cat can thrive. A cat's brain structure is 90% similar to a human's. While cats may seem mysterious and alien at times, their brains share remarkable similarities with our own. In fact, a cat's brain is about 90% similar in structure to a human brain. Both have a cerebral cortex divided into lobes, responsible for processing sensory information, making decisions, and storing memories. The similarities extend to the presence of both gray matter and white matter, and even to the neurotransmitters that transmit signals between neurons. However, there are important differences. A cat's brain is much smaller, weighing only about 30 grams compared to the human brain's 1,400 grams. Despite this size difference, a cat's brain is highly efficient, particularly in areas related to hunting, coordination, and processing sensory information. The structure of the brain also supports complex emotions. Cats experience fear, joy, anger, and affection, much as we do. They form memories, both short-term and long-term, and they can learn from experience. The high degree of similarity between our brains and theirs is part of what makes the bond between humans and cats possible. We are not so different, and that shared neurological foundation allows for understanding and connection. Cats have an excellent memory, especially for things that affect their survival. While cats may not remember where they left their favorite toy, they have remarkable memories for information relevant to survival, territory, and social relationships. A cat can remember the location of food sources, safe hiding spots, and the territories of rival cats. They remember routines and patterns in their household, often knowing when it is time for meals or when their human typically returns home. Cats also have strong associative memory. If a particular experience was positive, such as receiving treats after a certain behavior, they will remember and repeat that behavior. Conversely, if an experience was negative, such as being frightened by a loud noise in a specific location, they will remember and avoid that place. Studies have shown that cats can remember events for years, particularly if those events had strong emotional significance. This is why a cat may continue to be wary of a veterinarian's office long after a stressful visit, or why they may recognize a person they haven't seen in years. Memory in cats is not just about storing information. It is about survival, about learning what is safe and what is not, and about forming the bonds that shape their social world. Each cat's whiskers are uniquely positioned, like a fingerprint. Just as no two human faces are exactly alike, no two cats have whiskers positioned in precisely the same way. The arrangement, length, and thickness of a cat's whiskers are unique to that individual. While all cats have whiskers in similar locations, the face, above the eyes, on the chin, and on the legs, the exact pattern varies from cat to cat. This uniqueness is not merely cosmetic, The precise arrangement of whiskers contributes to the cat's individual sensory experience, shaping how it perceives and interacts with the world. Some cats have particularly long, luxurious whiskers, while others have shorter, more delicate ones. Some whiskers curve gently, while others stand out straight. Observing these small differences is part of appreciating the individuality of each cat. Just as you might recognize a friend by the shape of their face or the sound of their voice, the pattern of a cat's whiskers is part of what makes it distinct. It is one more reminder that while cats share common traits and behaviors, each is a unique being, shaped by genetics, experience, and its own particular way of moving through the world. Cats can rotate their ears independently to pinpoint the source of a sound. A cat's ears are marvels of biological engineering. Each ear can move independently, rotating up to 180 degrees to capture sound from nearly any direction. This ability is controlled by 32 muscles in each ear, giving the cat extraordinary precision in locating the source of even the faintest noise. When a cat hears something interesting, you will often see both ears swivel toward the sound, locking onto it like radar dishes. If there are multiple sounds, the cat can aim one ear in one direction and the other ear elsewhere, processing information from both sources simultaneously. This is crucial for hunting. A cat stalking prey relies heavily on sound to pinpoint the exact location of a mouse rustling under leaves or a bird fluttering in a bush. The ability to locate sound with such accuracy allows the cat to pounce with precision, even when the prey is partially hidden. This ear mobility also helps cats stay aware of their surroundings while doing other activities. A cat grooming itself or eating may appear focused on that task, but its ears are constantly moving, monitoring the environment for potential threats or opportunities. The ears are always listening, always alert, gathering information from the world in every direction. A contented cat may drool slightly when extremely relaxed or happy. While drooling is more commonly associated with dogs, some cats also drool when they are exceptionally happy or relaxed. This is not a sign of illness, but rather a symptom of extreme contentment. The drooling often occurs during moments of deep relaxation, such as when a cat is being petted in just the right spot, purring loudly, and perhaps kneading with its paws. The sensation is so pleasurable that the cat's body responds with a slight loss of control over salivation. Not all cats do this, and those that do may only drool in specific circumstances. For cats who are known to drool when happy, it is a charming quirk, a sign that they are utterly at peace. Of course, excessive drooling or sudden onset of drooling can indicate dental issues or other health problems. So it is important to distinguish between the happy drool of a relaxed cat and drooling that might signal something wrong. But when a cat is purring in your lap, eyes half closed, kneading gently, and a small drop of drool appears, you can be confident that the cat is experiencing a moment of profound happiness. It is a vulnerability, a sign of trust, and a testament to the bond between you. Cats have a slower blink that is often interpreted as a sign of trust and affection. In the language of cats, eye contact can be complicated. Direct, prolonged staring can be seen as a challenge or a threat. However, there is one type of eye contact that carries a very different meaning: the slow blink. When a cat looks at you and slowly closes and opens its eyes, almost like a languid wink, it is expressing comfort, trust, and affection. Some people call this a cat kiss. The slow blink is a way for cats to communicate that they feel safe in your presence, that they do not perceive you as a threat. You can respond to a cat's slow blink by doing the same, slowly closing and opening your eyes while looking at the cat. Many cats will repeat the gesture, creating a silent exchange of trust. This is a gentle, non-intrusive way to build rapport with a cat, especially one that is shy or unfamiliar. Unlike petting or picking up a cat, which requires physical contact and can be overwhelming, a slow blink respects the cat's space while still communicating warmth and goodwill. It is one of the subtler forms of communication between humans and cats, but it is remarkably effective. In a glance, a slow blink says, "I see you, I trust you, and I am at peace with you here." Cats may chatter at birds through a window, a behavior linked to hunting instincts. If you have ever watched a cat staring intently out a window at birds or squirrels outside, you may have heard a strange sound, a rapid, staccato chattering or chittering noise, often accompanied by twitching whiskers and quivering jaw. This behavior is commonly called chattering, and it is both fascinating and somewhat mysterious. The exact reason for chattering is debated among animal behaviorists, but there are several theories. One suggestion is that the chattering mimics the killing bite a cat would deliver to prey, a rehearsal of the motion even though the prey is out of reach. Another theory is that the sound expresses frustration. The cat sees the bird. Its hunting instincts are fully engaged, but it cannot reach the target. The chattering is a release of that pent-up energy and excitement. Some researchers have even proposed that the sound might be an attempt to mimic bird calls, though this is less widely accepted. What is clear is that chattering is linked to the prey drive. It occurs when a cat is intensely focused on prey it cannot access. For indoor cats, this is a common experience. Their world is full of visual stimulation, creatures moving just beyond the glass, tantalizingly close, yet forever out of reach. The chatter is a glimpse into the hunter's mind, a reminder that even in the safest home, the instinct to stalk and catch never truly fades. Cats have individual preferences for being touched in certain areas, just as humans have personal boundaries and preferences about physical touch, so do cats. Each cat is an individual with its own comfort zones and sensitive areas. Most cats enjoy being petted on the head, cheeks, and chin, areas where they have scent glands and where petting reinforces social bonding. Many cats also appreciate gentle strokes along the back and shoulders. However, the belly, paws, and tail are often more sensitive and may be off-limits for many cats. A cat that rolls over and exposes its belly is showing trust, but this does not always mean it wants its belly rubbed. For some cats, touching the belly triggers a defensive response, and they may bite or scratch. Similarly, many cats dislike having their paws or tail handled. These areas are vulnerable, and touching them can make the cat feel threatened. Learning a particular cat's preferences requires patience and observation. Pay attention to the cat's body language. If the ears flatten, the tail starts twitching, or the cat pulls away, it is signaling discomfort. Respecting these boundaries is essential for building trust. A cat that feels understood and respected is more likely to be affectionate and relaxed. Forcing touch on a cat or ignoring its signals damages the relationship and can lead to fear or aggression. Some cats are more vocal than others, with breeds like Siamese being particularly chatty. While all cats can vocalize, some are far more talkative than others. Breed plays a significant role in how vocal a cat is likely to be. Siamese cats, for example, are famous for their loud, frequent, and often insistent vocalizations. They are known to talk to their owners, expressing opinions about everything from meal times to perceived injustices. Oriental breeds, such as the Balinese and Tonkinese, also tend to be quite vocal. On the other end of the spectrum, some breeds, like the British Shorthair or the Russian Blue, are generally quieter and more reserved. However, individual personality matters as much as breed. Some cats are naturally chatty, engaging in conversation with their humans, meowing in response to questions, and announcing their presence throughout the day. Others are silent, communicating primarily through body language and only vocalizing when truly necessary. For people who enjoy a talkative companion, a vocal cat can be delightful, a constant source of interaction and communication. For those who prefer a quieter household, a less vocal cat may be a better fit. Understanding and appreciating a cat's communication style, whether chatty or silent, is part of accepting the individual personality of the animal. A cat's sense of taste is less developed than its sense of smell. While humans have around 9,000 taste buds, cats have only about 470. This limited sense of taste means that cats experience food differently than we do. They rely more heavily on smell and texture when evaluating whether something is appetizing. A cat with a stuffy nose from a cold may refuse to eat, not because the food tastes bad, but because it cannot smell it properly. Interestingly, cats lack the ability to taste sweetness. They do not have the taste receptors for sweet flavors, a trait that is quite rare among mammals. This is likely because, as obligate carnivores, cats have little need to identify sweet foods like fruits. Their diet in the wild consists almost entirely of meat, and their taste preferences have evolved accordingly. Cats can taste salty, sour, and bitter flavors, and they are particularly sensitive to bitterness, which helps them avoid potentially toxic substances. When choosing food for a cat, it is important to remember that what appeals to human tastes may not appeal to a cat. Strong aromas, appropriate texture, and high-quality protein are more important than fancy flavors. A cat evaluates food through senses that are calibrated for a predator's diet, where smell and the richness of meat matter far more than sweetness or spice. Cats cannot taste sweetness because they lack the necessary taste receptors. The inability of cats to taste sweetness is a quirk of evolution that makes perfect sense when you consider their dietary needs. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning their bodies are designed to derive nutrition almost entirely from animal tissue. In the wild, cats do not encounter sugary foods. They do not eat fruits, honey, or other sources of sweetness. Over millions of years, the gene responsible for producing the taste receptor for sweetness became non-functional in the feline lineage. Without evolutionary pressure to maintain this receptor, it was lost. Today, all cats, from house cats to lions, lack the ability to taste sweet flavors. This has practical implications. While a dog might beg for a bite of cake or candy, a cat will show no interest, not because it has more restraint, but because it genuinely cannot perceive the sweetness. Cats also should not be given sugary foods, as their digestive systems are not equipped to handle high levels of carbohydrates. This adaptation is a reminder of how closely a species' senses are tied to its ecological niche. Every aspect of a cat's biology reflects its role as a hunter of meat, from its teeth to its digestive system to the very structure of its taste buds. A mother cat teaches her kittens important life skills through play and demonstration. In the wild, a mother cat is both caretaker and teacher. Once her kittens are old enough to eat solid food, usually around 4 weeks of age, she begins bringing them prey. At first, the prey may be dead, allowing the kittens to explore and practice their biting and paw techniques without danger. As the kittens grow more confident, the mother may bring live prey, releasing it near the kittens so they can practice their stalking, pouncing, and killing techniques. This is not cruelty, but education. In the wild, kittens must learn to hunt to survive. The mother cat demonstrates the process, and the kittens learn by imitation and practice. Play among kittens also serves an educational purpose. When kittens wrestle, pounce on each other, and engage in mock battles, they are developing coordination, learning bite inhibition, and understanding social boundaries. Domestic cats retain these teaching instincts. Even when hunting is unnecessary, a mother cat with kittens will still engage in play that mimics hunting. And even cats separated from their mothers at a young age will often play hunt with toys, their instincts guiding them to practice skills they may never need to use. This transfer of knowledge from one generation to the next is a fundamental part of being a cat. Kittens begin to develop their hunting skills as early as 3 weeks old. The transformation from helpless newborn to coordinated hunter happens remarkably quickly in kittens. By around 3 weeks of age, kittens begin to show the first signs of hunting behavior. Their eyes are now open, they can hear, and they are starting to walk with increasing confidence. At this stage, you might see a kitten stalking a sibling's tail, pouncing on a piece of fluff, or batting at a moving object. These early play behaviors are the foundation of hunting skills. Over the following weeks, the kitten's coordination improves, and its movements become more purposeful. By 6 to 8 weeks, kittens are engaging in serious practice sessions, perfecting the stalk, the pounce, the grab, and the bite. Even though domestic kittens may never need to catch their own food, these behaviors are hardwired. They will emerge and develop whether the kitten is in the wild or in a living room. Providing young kittens with appropriate toys and opportunities for play is not just entertainment, it is supporting their development, allowing them to practice skills that are essential to their sense of well-being and their identity as cats. A kitten deprived of play can grow into an adult with behavioral issues, frustrated by the lack of outlet for instincts that demand expression. Cats have a specialized collarbone that allows them to squeeze through tight spaces. One of the most astonishing things about cats is their ability to fit through spaces that seem impossibly small. A cat can slip through an opening barely wider than its head, contorting its body in ways that appear almost supernatural. This remarkable flexibility is partly due to the structure of the cat's collarbone. Unlike humans, whose collarbones are rigidly connected to the rest of the skeleton, a cat's collarbone is small and free-floating, embedded in the shoulder muscles, rather than forming a solid bridge. This allows the shoulders to move independently and compress, making the cat's body narrower. Combined with a highly flexible spine and the ability to rotate the hips and shoulders, a cat can navigate through gaps that would trap most other animals of similar size. This adaptation is incredibly useful for both hunting and escaping danger. A wild cat can pursue prey into narrow crevices or burrows, and it can escape predators by squeezing into spaces too small for larger animals to follow. For domestic cats, this ability sometimes leads to misadventures, cats getting stuck in places they should not have ventured. But more often, it is simply a testament to the elegance and adaptability of feline anatomy. A cat's heart beats almost twice as fast as a human's. The internal rhythms of a cat are quite different from our own. A healthy adult human has a resting heart rate of about 60 to 100 beats per minute. A cat's heart, by contrast, beats much faster, typically between 140 and 220 beats per minute. This rapid heartbeat is normal and reflects the cat's smaller body size and higher metabolic rate. Smaller animals generally have faster heart rates than larger ones. This is because they lose heat more quickly due to their higher surface area relative to their body mass, and a faster metabolism helps them maintain body temperature. The rapid heartbeat also supports the cat's bursts of intense activity. When a cat chases prey or engages in play, its heart rate can increase even further, delivering oxygen and energy to the muscles at an incredible rate. If you have ever held a cat close and felt the rapid flutter of its heartbeat, you are sensing this faster rhythm, a reminder that the life inside that small, warm body is running at a different tempo than your own. It is one of the many ways in which cats are both similar to us and distinctly different, sharing our world but experiencing it through a different biological lens. Cats conserve energy by sleeping most of the day, preparing for short bursts of activity. The reason cats sleep so much is rooted in their hunting strategy. Unlike persistence hunters, who chase prey over long distances, cats are ambush predators. They rely on stealth, patience, and explosive bursts of speed and power. This hunting style requires enormous energy in short periods, followed by extended rest to recover and conserve resources. In the wild, a cat might spend hours lying in wait, watching for prey, then launch into a sprint lasting only seconds. Even if the hunt is unsuccessful, the effort expended is significant. Sleep allows the cat to recharge, to be ready for the next opportunity. Domestic cats, even those who never hunt, retain this rhythm. Their bodies are still designed for brief, intense activity followed by long periods of rest. This is why a house cat might suddenly race around the apartment at full speed, then collapse into a deep sleep moments later. It is not random. It is the echo of a hunting cycle. Understanding this helps cat owners provide appropriate outlets for their cat's energy. Interactive play sessions that mimic hunting, short bursts of intense activity followed by calm, align with the cat's natural rhythms and contribute to a healthier, happier animal. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning they must eat meat to survive. Unlike omnivores, who can derive nutrition from both plants and animals, cats are obligate carnivores. Their bodies are designed to process and extract nutrients from animal tissue, and they cannot thrive on a plant-based diet. This is not a preference, it is a biological requirement. Cats need certain nutrients that are found only in animal tissue, such as taurine, an amino acid essential for heart and eye health. Without adequate taurine, a cat will develop serious health problems. Cats also require preformed vitamin A, which they cannot synthesize from plant-based beta-carotene the way many other animals can. Additionally, cats need arachidonic acid, a fatty acid found in animal fat. While some animals can produce this internally, cats cannot and must obtain it from their diet. Their digestive systems are also optimized for meat. They have a short digestive tract, efficient at processing protein and fat, but not well suited for breaking down plant matter. Even their teeth reflect this diet. Cats have sharp, pointed teeth designed for tearing meat, not the flat molars needed for grinding plant material. For anyone caring for a cat, understanding that they are obligate carnivores is essential. It means providing a diet rich in high-quality animal protein and ensuring that the cat's nutritional needs are met in ways that align with millions of years of evolution. A cat's spine is incredibly flexible, containing more vertebrae than a human's. One of the reasons cats are so graceful and flexible is the structure of their spine. A human spine contains 33 vertebrae, including fused sections in the tailbone. A cat's spine, by contrast, contains around 53 vertebrae, depending on the length of the tail. These vertebrae are smaller and more loosely connected than in humans, with elastic cushioning discs between them that allow for a greater range of motion. This flexibility enables a cat to twist, arch, and contort its body in ways that seem almost liquid. Watch a cat groom itself, reaching around to lick the base of its tail, or observe how a cat can rotate its spine in mid-air during a fall, and you are seeing this remarkable spinal flexibility in action. The flexibility of the spine also contributes to a cat's ability to extend and compress its body. A running cat stretches out, its spine elongating to increase stride length, then compresses, gathering energy for the next bound. This gives cats their characteristic flowing, bounding gait. The spine is the core of a cat's physicality, the foundation of its agility, grace, and hunting prowess. It is a marvel of biological engineering, evolved to create one of nature's most efficient and beautiful predators. Cats have a unique gait called direct registering, where the back paw steps almost exactly where the front paw was. If you have ever watched a cat walk, especially in slow motion or in mud where the prints are visible, you may have noticed something unusual. The cat's back paw lands almost exactly in the spot where its front paw just left. This is called direct registering, and it serves several purposes. First, it makes the cat's movement quieter. By placing the back paw in a spot already tested by the front paw, the cat reduces the chance of stepping on something that might crack or rustle, alerting prey to its presence. Second, it improves balance and coordination, particularly when walking on narrow surfaces like fences or branches. The front paw tests the surface, and the back paw follows the proven path. This gait is almost unique to cats among four-legged animals. A few other species use it occasionally, but in cats, it is standard. Watch a cat walk slowly and deliberately, and you will see this precise, economical placement of each paw. It is a small detail, but it reveals the deep evolutionary refinement of the cat's body. Every aspect of how a cat moves, from the flexibility of its spine to the placement of its feet, has been honed over millions of years for stealth, efficiency, and grace. Domestic cats share 95% of their genetic makeup with tigers. It might seem impossible that the small, purring creature on your couch has much in common with a tiger prowling through a jungle. But genetically, they are remarkably similar. Domestic cats and tigers share approximately 95% of their DNA. This close relationship is a reminder that all cats, from the smallest house cat to the largest tiger, belong to the same family, Felidae, and they share a common ancestor. The traits that make a house cat successful, sharp retractable claws, keen senses, a flexible spine, a carnivorous diet, are the same traits that make a tiger one of the most formidable predators on Earth. The main differences between domestic cats and big cats like tigers are size, social structure, and specific adaptations to their environments. But the fundamental blueprint is the same. Watch a house cat stalk a toy, and you are seeing the same predatory focus and technique a tiger uses to hunt deer. Observe a cat grooming itself or stretching, and you are witnessing behaviors that tigers also perform. This genetic closeness is humbling. It suggests that the gentle, affectionate animal sharing our homes is, in a very real sense, a miniature tiger, carrying within it the legacy of wild, powerful ancestors. Cats have been known to travel hundreds of miles to return home. There are countless stories of cats who, after being lost or relocated, have traveled incredible distances to return to their homes. These journeys can span hundreds of miles, over weeks or months, through unfamiliar territory, across rivers, through cities, and over mountains. The exact mechanism by which cats navigate these distances is not fully understood, but it is believed that they use a combination of senses. Cats may rely on their acute sense of smell, following scent trails that are invisible and incomprehensible to humans. They may also use the position of the sun, landmarks, and even the Earth's magnetic field to orient themselves. Some researchers believe cats possess a form of psi-trailing or sixth sense, though this remains speculative. What is clear is that cats have a strong attachment to territory, and in some cases, to their human families. This attachment drives them to attempt these arduous journeys. Not all cats succeed. The journey is dangerous, and many do not make it home. but the fact that some do, against all odds, speaks to the determination, resilience, and navigational abilities of these remarkable animals. These stories remind us that while cats may seem aloof or independent, they are capable of profound loyalty and connection. Home, for a cat, is not just a place. It is a feeling, a bond that can pull them across seemingly impossible distances. A cat's sense of hearing is one of the keenest among mammals. Cats can hear sounds at much higher frequencies than humans, or even dogs. While the upper limit of human hearing is around 20 kilohertz, cats can detect sounds up to 64 kilohertz or higher. This allows them to hear the ultrasonic vocalizations of rodents, which often communicate in frequencies above human perception. For a cat, the world is filled with sounds we cannot even imagine. The squeak of a mouse is not just audible. It is rich with detail, allowing the cat to determine the exact location, distance, and even the emotional state of the creature making the sound. This acute hearing is essential for hunting. Cats often hunt in low light or darkness, where vision is limited. The ability to hear even the faintest rustle of leaves or the high-pitched call of prey gives them a significant advantage. The large, mobile ears of a cat are perfectly designed to capture these sounds and funnel them into the ear canal. Even when a cat appears to be resting or disinterested, its ears are constantly working, swiveling to capture sounds, filtering the important from the mundane. In a household, this means your cat is aware of far more than you might realize. It hears the hum of electronics, the footsteps of neighbors through walls, the rustle of a plastic bag in another room. The world, to a cat, is a symphony of sound. Cats prefer fresh, moving water, which may be why some drink from faucets. Many cat owners have noticed that their cats are fascinated by running water. A cat may sit by a dripping faucet, bat at the stream, or drink eagerly from it, while ignoring a full bowl of still water nearby. This preference is rooted in instinct. In the wild, moving water is generally safer to drink than stagnant water. Still water can harbor bacteria, parasites, and other contaminants, while flowing water from a stream or spring is more likely to be fresh and clean. Over time, cats developed a preference for moving water as a survival mechanism. Domestic cats retain this instinct, even though their water bowls are cleaned regularly and pose no threat. The sight and sound of running water trigger an instinctive response, a recognition that this water is good, safe, fresh. This is why many cat owners invest in water fountains designed for pets. These devices provide a continuous flow of water, appealing to the cat's natural preferences and encouraging them to drink more. Adequate hydration is important for a cat's health, particularly for kidney function, so anything that encourages a cat to drink more water is beneficial. The next time you see a cat watching a faucet with intense focus, understand that it is not just curiosity. It is instinct, a memory of wild ancestors who needed to choose their water sources carefully to survive. Some cats have extra toes, a condition called polydactyly. Most cats have 18 toes, 5 on each front paw and 4 on each back paw. However, some cats are born with extra toes, a genetic condition known as polydactyly. Polydactyl cats can have anywhere from 1 to several additional toes, most commonly on the front paws. The condition is harmless and does not cause pain or mobility issues. In fact, some people believe polydactyl cats have better balance and climbing ability due to their larger paws. The trait is particularly common in certain regions and among certain populations of cats. Polydactyl cats were once considered good luck by sailors, who believed the extra toes gave the cats better balance on rocking ships. Ernest Hemingway was famously fond of polydactyl cats, and a colony of these cats still lives at his former home in Key West, Florida, cared for and celebrated as part of his legacy. The extra toes can give a cat's paw a mitten-like appearance, and some polydactyl cats have impressively large paws. Genetically, the trait is caused by a dominant gene, meaning that if one parent is polydactyl, there is a strong chance the kittens will be as well. Polydactyl cats are a reminder of the genetic diversity within the domestic cat population and the small, harmless mutations that make each cat unique. A cat's average lifespan is around 12 to 15 years, though many live longer. The lifespan of a cat depends on many factors, including genetics, diet, environment, and access to veterinary care. On average, domestic cats live between 12 and 15 years. However, with good care, many cats live well into their late teens, and some reach their 20s. The oldest recorded cat lived to 38 years, though such extreme longevity is rare. Indoor cats generally live longer than outdoor cats because they are protected from the dangers of traffic, predators, disease, and harsh weather. Outdoor cats face numerous hazards that can significantly shorten their lives. Diet also plays a crucial role. Cats fed high-quality, nutritionally balanced food tend to be healthier and live longer. Regular veterinary care, including vaccinations, dental care, and early detection of health issues, can add years to a cat's life. As cats age, they may slow down, sleep more, and develop health issues such as arthritis or kidney disease. But many senior cats remain alert, affectionate, and engaged with their surroundings well into old age. Caring for an aging cat is a privilege, a chance to give back to a companion who has provided years of comfort and affection. It is also a reminder to cherish each day with these creatures whose lives, though shorter than ours, are no less meaningful. Senior cats often become more affectionate as they age. Many people find that their cats become more affectionate and seek out human company as they grow older. While kittens and young cats are often energetic and independent, senior cats may become calmer and more interested in quiet companionship. This shift can be attributed to several factors. As cats age, they may feel more vulnerable and seek the security and warmth that close contact with their human provides. They may also experience some discomfort from age-related conditions like arthritis, and physical closeness can be soothing. Additionally, older cats may simply appreciate the predictability and safety of their home and the presence of their trusted human. An aging cat that was once aloof may begin to follow you from room to room, curl up in your lap more often, or sleep beside you at night. This increased affection is a gift, a deepening of the bond that has been years in the making. It is also a reminder that cats are capable of change and growth. Their personalities are not fixed but evolve over time, shaped by experience, health, and the relationships they form. Caring for a senior cat, responding to their increased need for closeness and comfort, is one of the most tender aspects of sharing your life with these animals. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they are most active during twilight hours. The natural rhythm of a cat's day is tied to the movement of the sun. Cats are crepuscular, which means they are most active during the low-light periods of dawn and dusk. This behavior pattern is inherited from their wild ancestors, who found these times ideal for hunting. Prey animals, particularly rodents, are also active during these twilight hours, making it the most productive time for a cat to hunt. The dim light provides enough visibility for a cat's excellent night vision to function while offering cover and concealment from both prey and potential threats. In a domestic setting, this crepuscular rhythm often manifests as bursts of energy in the early morning and evening. A cat may wake you at dawn with enthusiastic play or demand attention as the sun sets. Understanding this natural rhythm can help cat owners work with, rather than against, their cat's instincts. Scheduling interactive playtime during these peak activity periods can satisfy the cat's need to hunt and burn energy, leading to a more peaceful night. It also means that a cat sleeping through much of the day and being wakeful at night is not being difficult. It is simply following the biological clock that has guided felines for millions of years. Cats can run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour in short bursts. When a cat decides to run, it is astonishingly fast. A domestic cat can reach speeds of around 30 miles per hour, though only for very short distances. This speed is the result of powerful hind leg muscles, a flexible spine that acts like a spring, and a lightweight build. In the wild, this speed is essential for catching prey or escaping danger. A cat's sprint is explosive and brief, designed for the final rush toward prey or a quick escape from a threat. After these bursts of speed, the cat will need to rest and recover. This is why you might see a cat suddenly tear through the house at full speed, only to collapse panting moments later. Compared to some animals, 30 miles per hour may not seem extreme. A cheetah can run 70 miles per hour, but for a small animal weighing 10 pounds or less, it is remarkable. The speed, combined with agility and the ability to change direction instantly, makes cats incredibly effective hunters. Watching a cat run at full speed is a reminder of the wild athleticism hidden beneath the calm, often lazy exterior. It is a glimpse of the predator within, the creature built for the chase, capable of extraordinary bursts of power and grace. The pattern on a cat's nose is unique, like a human fingerprint. Just as every human has a unique fingerprint, every cat has a unique nose print. The pattern of ridges and bumps on the surface of a cat's nose is distinct to that individual. No two cats have the same nose print, making it a potential form of identification, though it is rarely used in practice. The uniqueness of a cat's nose print is a small but profound reminder of individuality in nature. While cats of the same breed may look similar, with the same coat color and pattern, each one is genetically and physically unique. This extends to personality, behavior, preferences, and even the microscopic details like the nose print. When you look at your cat's nose up close, you are seeing a map that belongs only to that cat, a biological signature unlike any other in the world. This individuality is part of what makes the bond between a human and a cat so special. You are not just caring for a generic member of a species. You are sharing your life with a unique being, irreplaceable and distinct, with its own quirks, habits, and the tiny, unique pattern on its nose. Cats have a specialized layer in their eyes that helps them see in dim light. The tapetum lucidum is one of the most remarkable adaptations in a cat's eyes. This layer of reflective cells sits behind the retina, and it acts like a mirror, reflecting light back through the photoreceptor cells. This gives the retina a second chance to capture the light, effectively amplifying the available light and allowing cats to see in conditions that would leave humans functionally blind. The tapetum lucidum is why a cat's eyes glow when light shines on them in the dark. The light is reflecting off this layer, bouncing back out of the eye. The color of the glow can vary: green, gold, blue, depending on the minerals present in the tapetum and the angle of the light. This adaptation is shared by many nocturnal and crepuscular animals, but in cats, it is particularly well developed. Combined with the high number of rod cells in the retina, which detect light and motion, the tapetum lucidum makes cats formidable hunters in low light. They can navigate, hunt, and play in conditions where we would be stumbling and helpless. It is one of many adaptations that allow cats to thrive in the spaces between day and night, in the twilight world, where they are most at home. Cats use their whiskers to measure gaps and navigate in the dark. Whiskers are far more than decorative hairs. They are highly sensitive tactile organs that provide a cat with crucial information about its environment. The technical term for whiskers is vibrissae, and they are deeply embedded in the cat's skin, surrounded by nerve endings and blood vessels. Each whisker is connected to the nervous system and can detect even the slightest touch or change in air pressure. This makes whiskers incredibly useful for navigation, especially in the dark. As a cat moves through a space, its whiskers detect nearby objects without the need for direct contact, allowing the cat to avoid obstacles and navigate narrow passages. The whiskers on a cat's face are typically as wide as the cat's body, allowing the cat to gauge whether it can fit through an opening. If the whiskers touch both sides of a gap, the cat knows its body will not fit. Cats also have whiskers above their eyes, which trigger a protective blink if something comes too close, and whiskers on the back of their front legs, which help them sense the position of prey they have captured. Without whiskers, a cat would struggle to move confidently, especially in low light. These remarkable hairs are essential tools for understanding and interacting with the world. A cat may bring you gifts of prey as a sign of affection or an attempt to teach. One of the more perplexing behaviors cat owners encounter is the gift of a dead mouse, bird, or insect left on the doorstep, or worse, on the bed. While this can be unsettling, it is important to understand the behavior from the cat's perspective. There are several theories about why cats bring prey to their humans. One is that the cat is sharing its catch, much as cats in a colony share food with each other. Bringing prey to you is a sign that the cat sees you as part of its family. Another theory is that the cat is attempting to teach you to hunt. Mother cats bring prey to their kittens to teach them, and since many cats seem to view their humans as somewhat inept members of the family, they may be trying to help by providing a hunting lesson. A third possibility is that the cat simply brings its prize to a safe place, its home territory, where it feels secure enough to eat or play with the catch. Whatever the reason, this behavior is rooted in instinct and social bonding. While it can be unpleasant to deal with, it is actually a compliment. The cat is including you in its world, sharing something it values. Responding with anger or disgust can confuse and hurt the cat. Instead, a gentle redirection and quiet disposal of the gift, along with appreciation of the cat's intent, is the kindest response. Many cats dislike having their belly touched, even if they expose it. One of the most common misunderstandings between cats and humans involves the belly. A cat rolls onto its back, exposing its soft, furry belly, and the human interprets this as an invitation to pet. But when the human reaches out, the cat suddenly grabs their hand with all four paws and bites. What went wrong? In cat communication, exposing the belly is a sign of trust and relaxation, not necessarily an invitation to touch. The belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of a cat's body, and most cats are instinctively protective of it. When a cat shows its belly, it is saying, "I feel safe with you. I trust that you will not hurt me." It is not saying, "Please touch my belly." For some cats, any attempt to touch the belly triggers a defensive response. The cat feels vulnerable and reacts by grabbing and biting, not out of aggression but out of instinct. However, some cats do enjoy belly rubs, and the only way to know if your cat is one of them is through careful observation and gradual testing. If a cat exposes its belly, try petting it on the head or back first. If the cat remains relaxed and even pushes its belly toward you, it may be open to a gentle belly rub. But if the cat's ears flatten or its tail twitches, it is best to respect the boundary and admire the belly from a distance. Cats have an acute sense of balance thanks to their inner ear structure. The grace and agility of a cat are supported by an extraordinarily well-developed sense of balance. This sense is centered in the vestibular system, located in the inner ear. The vestibular system detects the position and movement of the head and helps the cat maintain equilibrium. In cats, this system is highly refined, providing rapid and accurate information about the body's orientation in space. This is what allows a cat to walk along a narrow fence with confidence, to leap from one surface to another with precision, and to land on its feet after a fall. The vestibular system works in coordination with the cat's flexible spine, strong muscles, and low center of gravity to create an animal that is exceptionally sure-footed. When a cat falls, the vestibular system immediately signals which way is up, and the cat's body responds by rotating in midair to orient the feet downward. This righting reflex is instinctive and begins to develop when kittens are just a few weeks old. The sense of balance is so integral to a cat's identity that issues with the inner ear can be deeply disorienting and distressing for a cat, affecting its ability to walk, jump, and navigate. For a healthy cat, the sense of balance is a quiet, constant companion, guiding every movement with effortless precision. A cat's pupils can change from narrow slits to wide circles depending on light and emotion. One of the most expressive features of a cat is its eyes, particularly the pupils. In bright light, a cat's pupils contract into narrow vertical slits, protecting the sensitive retina from too much light. In dim light, the pupils expand into large, round circles, allowing as much light as possible to enter the eye. This dramatic range of pupil size is essential for a cat's ability to function in varying light conditions. But pupil size is not only about light, it is also a window into the cat's emotional state. When a cat is excited, whether from play, fear, or aggression, its pupils may dilate wide, even in bright light. This dilation is part of the adrenaline response, preparing the cat for action by allowing maximum visual input. Conversely, a cat that is relaxed and content may have narrower pupils, even in relatively low light. Learning to read a cat's pupils, in combination with other body language signals, can provide insight into what the cat is feeling and thinking. Wide, dilated pupils can mean excitement or fear. Narrow pupils can mean calm, or, if combined with other signals like flattened ears and a lashing tail, aggression. The eyes truly are a window into the cat's soul, shifting and changing with every emotion and environmental shift. Cats have been domesticated for nearly 10,000 years. The relationship between cats and humans is ancient, stretching back approximately 10,000 years to the dawn of agriculture. As humans began to settle in one place and cultivate crops, they stored grain, which attracted rodents. Wildcats, drawn by the abundance of prey, began to frequent these early settlements. Over time, humans recognized the value of having cats around to control the rodent population, and the cats benefited from the easy hunting grounds, and, eventually, from scraps of food and shelter offered by humans. This was not domestication in the traditional sense, where humans actively breed animals for desired traits. Instead, it was a mutual relationship that evolved gradually. Cats that were less fearful of humans and more tolerant of living in close proximity thrived in these environments. Over generations, these traits became more common, leading to the domestic cats we know today. Interestingly, cats are less fully domesticated than dogs. They have retained much of their independence and many of their wild instincts. This is part of what makes them fascinating. They are our companions, but they are also still wild at heart, carrying within them the legacy of the solitary hunters who first approached human campfires thousands of years ago. The purr of a cat is produced by rapid vibrations of the muscles in the larynx, The sound of a cat purring is one of the most soothing and mysterious sounds in nature. For a long time, scientists debated the exact mechanism by which cats purr. It is now understood that purring is produced by the rapid vibration of the muscles within the larynx, or voice box. These muscles open and close the space between the vocal cords, called the glottis, at a rate of 25 to 50 times per second. As the cat breathes in and out, air flows through the vibrating larynx, creating the characteristic rumbling sound we know as a purr. What makes purring even more remarkable is that cats can purr continuously while breathing, unlike most vocalizations, which require a specific breath pattern. This means a cat can purr while eating, while being petted, and even while giving birth. The purr is not just a single sound, but a range of frequencies and patterns that can convey different emotions. A soft, steady purr usually indicates contentment and relaxation. A louder, more urgent purr may be a request for food or attention. Some cats purr when they are anxious or in pain, using the vibration to self-soothe. The purr is a form of communication, a way for cats to express their emotional state and connect with those around them, whether other cats or their human companions. A cat's whiskers can indicate mood, sweeping forward when curious and flattening when fearful. Whiskers are not only sensory tools but also indicators of a cat's emotional state. When a cat is curious or interested in something, its whiskers sweep forward, extending outward to gather as much information as possible. This forward position allows the cat to sense objects in front of it more accurately, which is useful when investigating something new or preparing to pounce on prey. When a cat is relaxed and content, its whiskers rest in a neutral position, gently framing the face. When a cat is frightened or feeling defensive, its whiskers flatten against its face. This is a protective measure, pulling the sensitive whiskers out of harm's way and making the cat's profile smaller. It is also a clear signal to anyone observing the cat that it is feeling threatened. Learning to read the position of a cat's whiskers, in combination with other body language cues, can greatly improve communication between cats and humans. It allows you to respond appropriately to the cat's emotional state, offering comfort when it is anxious, engaging in play when it is curious, or giving space when it is frightened. The whiskers are constantly communicating, providing a running commentary on the cat's inner world. Some cats are more vocal than others, with breed and personality playing a role. The amount a cat vocalizes varies widely from one individual to another. Some cats are chatty, meowing frequently to communicate with their humans, offering opinions on everything from meal times to the weather. Others are almost silent, communicating primarily through body language and only vocalizing in specific situations. Breed plays a significant role in vocalization. Siamese and Oriental breeds are known for being particularly talkative, with loud, persistent voices. They often engage in what seems like conversation with their owners, responding to questions and making their needs known. On the other end of the spectrum, breeds like the British Shorthair or the Norwegian Forest Cat tend to be quieter and more reserved. But individual personality matters just as much as breed. Within any breed, you will find chatty individuals and quiet ones. Some cats learn that meowing gets results, that it brings food or attention, and they use it frequently. Others find that their needs are met without vocalizing, so they remain silent. For people who enjoy an interactive, communicative relationship with their cat, a vocal cat can be delightful. For those who prefer a quieter companion, a less vocal cat is a better match. Understanding and appreciating your cat's communication style, whether chatty or silent, is part of respecting its individuality. Cats may knead or make biscuits on soft surfaces when they are content, Few behaviors are more endearing than when a cat kneads, pressing its paws rhythmically into a soft surface like a blanket, a pillow, or your lap. This motion, sometimes called making biscuits because it resembles kneading dough, is a comforting behavior that originates in kittenhood. When kittens nurse, they knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. The action becomes associated with warmth, safety, and nourishment. Many adult cats retain this behavior, kneading when they feel particularly content and relaxed. Some cats knead before settling down to sleep, creating a comfortable spot. Others knead their humans, which is a sign of deep affection and trust. The cat is associating you with the comfort and security it felt with its mother. Some cats purr loudly while kneading, and a few even drool slightly. So immersed are they in the sensation of contentment. While the pressure of a cat's claws can be uncomfortable, it is important to remember that this behavior is not aggressive. It is an expression of happiness. Gently redirecting the cat to knead a blanket or providing a soft surface can help, but never punish a cat for kneading. It is a vulnerable, tender behavior, and responding harshly can damage the trust between you. Cats often follow their humans from room to room, out of curiosity or affection. If you have ever noticed your cat following you around the house, trailing behind as you move from room to room, you might wonder why. Is the cat checking on you? Is it bored? The answer is often a combination of curiosity, affection, and social bonding. Cats are more social than they are often given credit for, and many form deep attachments to their human companions. Following you around is a way for the cat to stay connected, to remain part of the activity, and to ensure that it does not miss anything interesting. It is also a sign of trust. A cat that follows you is comfortable in your presence and enjoys your company. In some cases, the cat may be hoping for interaction, perhaps play or petting, or it may simply want to be near you. This behavior is more common in cats who have bonded strongly with their humans, viewing them as a source of security and companionship. Even independent cats, who may not seek out lap time or constant petting, often enjoy being in the same room as their humans, observing from a comfortable distance. The presence of the human provides a sense of safety and familiarity, a reassuring constant in the cat's world. A cat's purr can be soothing to humans and may even lower blood pressure. The therapeutic effects of a cat's purr have been recognized anecdotally for centuries, and modern research is beginning to confirm what cat owners have long known. The act of petting a purring cat can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and promote a sense of calm and well-being. The rhythmic vibration of the purr, combined with the repetitive motion of stroking soft fur, creates a meditative experience. The frequency of a cat's purr, typically between 25 and 50 Hz, is within a range that has been shown to promote tissue healing and reduce pain in both cats and humans. Some studies suggest that exposure to these vibrations can improve bone density and aid in the healing of fractures. While more research is needed to fully understand the mechanisms, the benefits are clear to anyone who has ever felt tension melt away while holding a purring cat. The purr is a gift that cats offer, a sound of contentment that resonates beyond the cat itself, touching the person who hears and feels it. In a world that is often noisy and stressful, the simple act of sitting quietly with a purring cat can be a profound source of peace. Cats spend much of their waking time hunting or simulating hunting through play. Even cats who have never faced hunger and have never needed to hunt retain a powerful drive to engage in hunting behaviors. This drive does not disappear simply because food is provided. Instead, it seeks expression through play. For a domestic cat, toys become prey substitutes. A feather wand mimics a bird. A toy mouse scurrying across the floor becomes a rodent to be stalked, and a ball rolling unpredictably becomes a fleeing target. Engaging in these play behaviors is not frivolous. It is essential for the cat's mental and physical health. Through play, the cat practices the skills it would use in the wild, sharpening reflexes, maintaining muscle tone, and satisfying deep-seated instincts. A cat deprived of opportunities to hunt, even in play, can become bored, frustrated, and may develop behavioral problems such as aggression or destructive behavior. Interactive play sessions, where a human uses a toy to mimic the erratic movements of prey, provide an outlet for this energy. The cat stalks, chases, pounces, and captures, experiencing the satisfaction of a successful hunt. Providing this outlet is one of the most important things a cat owner can do to ensure their cat's well-being. A cat's claws grow continuously and are shed in layers. Like human fingernails, a cat's claws grow continuously throughout its life. However, unlike nails, which we trim, a cat maintains its claws through a process called shedding. The outer layer of the claw, once it becomes worn or damaged, is shed to reveal a new, sharp claw underneath. This is why you might occasionally find small, translucent claw sheaths around your home, particularly near scratching posts or areas where the cat scratches frequently. Scratching serves multiple purposes. It removes the old claw sheath. It marks territory through both the visible scratches and the scent deposited by glands in the paws. And it provides a satisfying stretch for the muscles in the cat's legs, shoulders, and back. Because claw growth and shedding are continuous processes, scratching is a lifelong behavior. Cats need appropriate surfaces to scratch, whether that is a scratching post, a cat tree, or a designated piece of furniture. Trying to stop a cat from scratching altogether is not only futile, but also unfair to the cat. It is like asking a person never to clip their nails. Instead, the goal is to provide acceptable outlets for the behavior and to redirect the cat away from inappropriate surfaces. Understanding the biological necessity of scratching leads to more effective and compassionate management of the behavior. A startled cat may arch its back and puff up its fur to appear larger. When a cat is frightened or feels threatened, its body undergoes a dramatic transformation. The cat arches its back into a high, pronounced curve, turns sideways to present the largest possible profile, and puffs up its fur, a reaction called piloerection. The tail becomes a bristling bottle brush, and the cat may stand on tiptoe to add even more height. This display is designed to make the cat appear as large and intimidating as possible, a bluff intended to deter a potential aggressor. In the wild, appearing larger can be the difference between avoiding a fight and becoming injured. Even though domestic cats rarely face such threats, the instinct remains. The arched back and puffed fur can be triggered by anything the cat perceives as dangerous, from a sudden loud noise to an unfamiliar animal. It is important to recognize this display as a sign of fear, not aggression. Although a frightened cat may lash out if it feels cornered, the best response is to remove the perceived threat if possible, and give the cat space and time to calm down. Speaking softly, moving slowly, and allowing the cat to retreat to a safe place will help it feel secure again. The arched back and puffed fur are a window into the cat's emotional state, a signal that it needs reassurance and safety. Cats have a specialized hunting technique called the stalk and pounce. The hunting behavior of a cat follows a predictable sequence that has been refined over millions of years. It begins with stalking, where the cat moves slowly and deliberately, keeping its body low to the ground, its eyes fixed on the target. The cat pauses frequently, assessing the distance and timing. This is not indecision, but careful calculation. Every muscle is tense, Every sense is focused. The tail may twitch slightly, the only movement as the cat inches closer. Then comes the pounce. In a sudden explosion of power, the cat leaps forward, covering the distance in a fraction of a second. The front paws extend, claws out, to grasp the prey. If the pounce is successful, the cat delivers a bite, usually to the back of the neck, severing the spinal cord and killing the prey quickly. This technique is efficient and effective, minimizing the risk of injury to the cat while maximizing the chance of a successful hunt. Domestic cats practice this sequence constantly, even in play. A toy dragged across the floor triggers the stalking behavior, and the pounce follows. Watching a cat engage in this behavior, whether with prey or a toy, is to witness a predator at work. Every movement, precise and purposeful. Cats often sleep in sunny spots because they are drawn to warmth. One of the most iconic images of a cat is that of a feline curled up in a patch of sunlight, basking in the warmth. Cats are strongly attracted to warm places, and this is rooted in both biology and comfort. A cat's body temperature is slightly higher than a human's, typically between 101 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. To maintain this temperature without expending too much energy, cats seek out warm spots. Sunlight provides radiant heat, warming the cat's body and allowing it to relax more deeply. Additionally, warmth is soothing to muscles and joints, which may be particularly important for older cats experiencing stiffness or discomfort. The attraction to sunny spots may also be a leftover instinct from the cat's desert-dwelling ancestors, who would have basked in the sun during cooler parts of the day. For indoor cats, sunny windowsills and patches of floor where sunlight streams in become prized napping locations. As the sun moves throughout the day, you might notice your cat moving as well, following the warmth. Providing access to sunny spots is a simple way to enhance a cat's quality of life, offering comfort and contentment with no effort required from the human. A cat's tail helps it maintain balance when climbing or jumping. The tail is often thought of as merely decorative or communicative, but it serves an important physical function as well. A cat's tail acts as a counterbalance, helping the cat maintain stability when navigating narrow surfaces, making sharp turns, or executing complex jumps. When a cat walks along a fence or a narrow ledge, the tail moves subtly from side to side, adjusting the cat's center of gravity and preventing falls. When a cat is jumping, the tail provides additional momentum and helps control the trajectory. During a fall, the tail is part of the complex system that allows the cat to twist its body and land on its feet. The tail is also used for balance during high-speed chases and sudden changes in direction, common when cats are hunting or playing. Cats with short tails or no tails, such as the Manx breed, can still maintain balance as their bodies compensate through other means, but the tail is undeniably a useful tool. Watching a cat move, observing the subtle shifts and movements of the tail, reveals how integral it is to the cat's grace and agility. It is not just an accessory, but an active participant in nearly every physical action the cat takes. Many cats enjoy high perches because they provide a sense of security and control. In the wild, elevation equals safety. A cat, perched high in a tree or on a rocky outcrop, is protected from many ground-dwelling predators and has an excellent vantage point to observe its surroundings. This instinct persists in domestic cats, who often seek out the highest points available in their environment. The top of a bookshelf, a cat tree, or the back of a couch all serve as elevated thrones from which the cat can survey its domain. From this height, the cat can watch the comings and goings of household members, monitor for anything unusual or interesting, and feel a sense of control over its territory. High perches also provide an escape from unwanted interaction. If a cat is feeling overwhelmed by a rambunctious dog, a visiting child, or simply too much activity, it can retreat to a high spot where it feels safe. Providing vertical space for cats through cat trees, shelves, or cleared-off furniture tops is an important part of creating an enriching environment. It allows the cat to express natural behaviors, reduces stress, and gives the cat options for how and where to spend its time. A cat that has access to vertical space is often a happier, more confident cat. Cats have a third eyelid that protects and moistens the eye. Most people are familiar with the upper and lower eyelids of a cat, but many are unaware of the third eyelid, also called the nictitating membrane, or haw. This thin, translucent membrane is located in the inner corner of the eye and can sweep horizontally across the eye to provide extra protection and moisture. In a healthy cat, the third eyelid is usually not visible, tucked away in the corner of the eye. It may become briefly visible when the cat is very relaxed, just waking up, or during a slow blink. However, if the third eyelid is persistently visible, covering part of the eye, it can be a sign of illness, injury, or dehydration. The third eyelid serves several important functions. It protects the eye from debris and injury, particularly when the cat is moving through dense vegetation or engaging in a fight. It also helps distribute tears evenly across the surface of the eye, keeping it moist and clean. The presence of a third eyelid is a feature shared by many animals, including birds, reptiles, and some mammals. It is a reminder of the evolutionary history that all creatures share, an ancient adaptation that has persisted because it continues to serve its purpose well. Cats may groom their humans by licking them, which is a sign of affection. If your cat licks you, whether on your hand, arm, or even your face, it is engaging in a behavior called allogrooming. In cat colonies and among bonded cats, mutual grooming is a common social behavior. It strengthens bonds, expresses affection, and helps maintain cleanliness. When a cat licks you, it is treating you as a member of its family, extending the same care and attention it would offer to another cat it trusts and values. The rough texture of a cat's tongue may make the experience slightly uncomfortable for humans, but the intent is affectionate. The cat is sharing its scent with you, reinforcing the bond and expressing trust. Some cats lick their humans frequently, while others rarely do. This variation is a matter of individual personality. Not all cats are equally demonstrative, and some express affection in other ways, such as sitting close, slow blinking, or bringing gifts. Understanding that licking is a compliment, a sign of social bonding, can help you appreciate the gesture, even if it feels a bit odd. It is one of the many ways cats communicate love, using behaviors that are natural and meaningful in their world. Cats have been associated with witchcraft and superstition throughout history. Throughout history, cats have been shrouded in superstition and myth, particularly in Europe during the Middle Ages. Black cats, in particular, were often associated with witchcraft. It was believed that witches could transform into cats, or that cats served as familiars, supernatural companions to those who practiced magic. This association led to widespread persecution of cats, especially black ones, which were often killed alongside accused witches. The irony is that the mass killing of cats may have contributed to the spread of the bubonic plague, as the rat population, no longer controlled by cats, exploded. Over time, attitudes toward cats varied by culture. In some places, cats were seen as symbols of bad luck, particularly if a black cat crossed your path. In others, cats were considered good luck, protectors of the home and bringers of fortune. In Japan, the maneki neko, or beckoning cat, is a talisman believed to bring prosperity. Despite the dark history of superstition, cats have endured and thrived, Today, they are among the most beloved pets worldwide, their mysterious nature now seen as part of their charm rather than a reason for fear. The superstitions have faded, but the fascination with cats remains as strong as ever. A cat may present its rear end to you as a friendly greeting. One of the more puzzling behaviors to new cat owners is when a cat approaches and turns around, presenting its rear end directly to your face. While this might seem rude or unpleasant to humans, in cat language, it is actually a friendly and trusting gesture. When cats greet each other, they often sniff each other's rear ends to gather information through scent. The anal glands located in this area provide a wealth of information about identity, health, and even mood. By presenting its rear to you, the cat is offering this information, essentially saying, "Here I am. This is who I am." It is a gesture of trust and openness. While humans do not have the same scent-reading abilities as cats, the cat does not know this. It is simply following its instincts and treating you as it would another cat. The appropriate response is not to recoil in disgust, but to acknowledge the greeting in a way the cat understands, perhaps by petting the cat's back or head, or offering a slow blink. Over time, you can gently redirect the cat to present its side or head instead, but understanding the intent behind the behavior helps maintain the bond. It is one more example of how cats communicate in their own language, and learning that language is key to a harmonious relationship. Cats have a highly developed hunting instinct even if they have never seen prey. The hunting instinct in cats is innate, meaning it is present from birth and does not require teaching or experience to emerge. A kitten raised entirely indoors, who has never seen a mouse or a bird, will still exhibit hunting behaviors when presented with the right stimuli. The sight of something small moving quickly, whether a toy, a bug, or even a piece of string, triggers the instinct to stalk and pounce. This is because the neural pathways that govern hunting behavior are hardwired into the cat's brain. They do not need to be learned. However, the refinement of these skills does benefit from practice and, in the wild, from observation of the mother and play with siblings. A cat that has never hunted may not be as efficient as one that has, but the desire and the basic motor patterns are always there. This is why even well-fed cats engage in hunting behaviors. It is not about hunger. It is about fulfilling a deep biological drive. Recognizing this helps cat owners provide appropriate outlets. Interactive play that mimics hunting, allowing the cat to stalk, chase, pounce, and capture a toy, satisfies this instinct in a safe and controlled way, leading to a happier, more balanced cat. Cats are often more active at night because of their predatory nature. While domestic cats have adapted to human schedules to some extent, many remain most active during the hours of dawn and dusk, a pattern inherited from their wild ancestors. This crepuscular activity pattern can sometimes extend into nighttime, making cats seem more nocturnal than they truly are. The reason for this heightened nighttime activity is rooted in the cat's role as a predator. Many of the animals that cats hunt, particularly small rodents, are also active during these twilight and nighttime hours. Hunting when prey is most available, and when the cover of low light provides an advantage, has shaped the cat's natural rhythm over millions of years. For indoor cats, this can manifest as bursts of energy late at night or very early in the morning, sometimes called the midnight zoomies. The cat races around the house, pounces on imaginary prey, and engages in intense play. While this can be disruptive to sleeping humans, it is simply the cat following its natural instincts. Providing interactive play sessions in the evening, before bedtime, can help tire the cat out and align its active periods more closely with human waking hours. Understanding and accommodating a cat's natural rhythms leads to a more peaceful coexistence. A cat's fur color can sometimes indicate aspects of its personality or breed heritage. While it is dangerous to generalize too broadly, there are some interesting correlations between fur, color, and certain traits in cats, though these are more linked to breed tendencies than to the color itself. For example, orange or ginger cats are often described as particularly friendly and outgoing. This may be because orange coloring is more common in certain breeds known for sociable personalities, and also because the gene for orange coloring is linked to the X chromosome, making orange cats more commonly male, and male cats are sometimes more outgoing. Calico and tortoiseshell cats, which are almost always female due to the genetics of their coloring, are sometimes said to have tortitude, a spirited, independent, and occasionally feisty personality. Again, this is not a hard rule, but an observation many cat owners report. Black cats, despite their unfortunate history of superstition, are often described as affectionate and gentle. White cats with blue eyes may have a higher incidence of deafness due to genetic factors, which can affect their behavior and how they interact with their environment. These are generalizations, and every cat is an individual. But understanding the possible breed heritage or genetic background associated with certain colorings can provide insight into a cat's temperament. Ultimately, personality is shaped by genetics, early experiences, and environment, not just by the color of the fur. Cats have been to space, with the first feline astronaut launched in 1963. The story of cats in space is a small but fascinating chapter in the history of space exploration. On October 18, 1963, France launched a cat named Félicette into space as part of a research program to study the effects of spaceflight on living organisms. Félicette, sometimes referred to in records as Astrocat, was a small black and white stray cat from Paris. She was fitted with electrodes to monitor her neurological activity during the flight. The mission was brief, just 15 minutes, and Félicette experienced about 5 minutes of weightlessness before the capsule parachuted safely back to Earth. She survived the journey and contributed valuable data to the understanding of how the brain functions in zero gravity. Sadly, Félicette was euthanized a few months later so that scientists could study her brain. Her contribution to science was largely forgotten for decades, but in recent years there has been renewed interest in her story. A statue in her honor was unveiled in 2018, recognizing her as the first and only cat to have traveled to space. The story of Félicette is a reminder of the many animals who have contributed to human exploration of space, often at great cost to themselves. A cat's memory can extend back several years for significant events or places. Cats have impressive long-term memories, particularly for events or places that had strong emotional significance. A cat that lived in a particular home as a kitten may remember it years later if brought back, navigating the space with familiarity. Similarly, a cat may remember a traumatic experience, such as a visit to the veterinarian or a frightening encounter with a dog, and react with fear or avoidance years after the event. This long-term memory is essential for survival. In the wild, a cat needs to remember the locations of reliable food sources, safe hiding spots, and the territories of rival cats. It must remember which experiences were dangerous and which were safe. Domestic cats retain this capacity, storing information that helps them navigate their world and make decisions. This is why early experiences are so important. A kitten that has positive interactions with humans, dogs, and other cats during its critical socialization period, typically between 2 and 7 weeks of age, is more likely to be confident and well-adjusted as an adult. Conversely, a kitten that has frightening or painful experiences during this time may carry those memories and the associated fears for life. Understanding the power of memory in cats encourages us to create positive experiences and handle them with care and compassion, knowing that what happens today may be remembered for years to come. Cats can recognize their owner's voice, but may choose not to respond. One of the charming and occasionally frustrating aspects of living with a cat is its selective response to human communication. Studies have shown that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from the voices of strangers. When played recordings of different people calling their name, cats showed subtle signs of recognition, such as ear and head movements, when they heard their owner's voice. However, many cats did not physically approach or vocalize in response, even when they clearly recognized the voice. This is not because cats are less intelligent than dogs or less bonded to their owners. It is because cats are, by nature, more independent. In the wild, cats are solitary hunters who do not rely on pack cooperation in the way that dogs do. They have not been bred over thousands of years to respond immediately to human commands. A cat that hears its name and chooses not to come is not being disobedient. It is simply exercising its autonomy. The cat recognizes the call, but decides whether the situation warrants a response. This independence is part of what many people love about cats. They are not servile. They are partners who make their own choices, and when they do choose to respond, to come when called, to seek out your company, it feels all the more meaningful because it was freely given. The ancient Egyptians mourned their cats deeply, sometimes shaving their eyebrows in grief. In ancient Egypt, the death of a household cat was a significant event, met with genuine mourning. When a cat died, family members would shave their eyebrows as a sign of grief, a public display of loss. The cat's body would be mummified, often with great care, wrapped in linen and sometimes placed in ornate coffins or boxes. These mummified cats would be buried in dedicated cemeteries, sometimes with offerings of food and small mummified mice for the journey to the afterlife. The level of care and ritual surrounding the death of a cat speaks to the deep reverence Egyptians held for these animals. Cats were not merely pets or working animals. They were sacred, connected to the divine, deserving of honor in death as in life. This practice may seem extreme by modern standards, but it reflects a worldview in which animals were seen as possessing spiritual significance. Today, while we may not mummify our cats, many people experience profound grief at the loss of a feline companion. The bond between human and cat can be deep and enduring, and mourning that loss is a natural and healthy response. The ancient Egyptians understood something that remains true today, that cats are more than just animals. They are companions, family, and for some, a connection to something greater. A cat's paws are incredibly sensitive and can detect vibrations in the ground. A cat's paws are not just for walking. They are highly sensitive tactile organs that provide a wealth of information about the environment. The paw pads contain numerous nerve endings that can detect texture, temperature, and even subtle vibrations. This sensitivity allows a cat to move silently and adjust its footing on uneven surfaces. The pads also help the cat sense vibrations in the ground, which can alert it to the movement of prey nearby, even if the prey is hidden from view. In addition to their sensitivity, the paw pads contain scent glands. When a cat scratches an object, it is not only leaving a visual mark, but also depositing scent from these glands, claiming the object as part of its territory. The paws are also essential for grooming. Cats lick their paws and then use them to wash their faces and ears, areas they cannot reach directly with their tongue. The dexterity and sensitivity of a cat's paws make them versatile tools used for hunting, climbing, grooming, and communication. Watching a cat use its paws, whether to bat at a toy, need a blanket, or delicately touch your hand, is to observe an instrument of remarkable precision and sensitivity. Cats sometimes exhibit a slow blink as a sign of affection and trust. The slow blink is one of the most subtle and beautiful forms of communication between cats and humans. When a cat looks at you and slowly closes its eyes, pauses, and then opens them again, it is offering a gesture of trust and affection. In cat language, direct staring can be perceived as a challenge or threat. By slowly blinking, the cat is essentially saying, "I feel safe with you. I trust you enough to close my eyes in your presence." This behavior is sometimes called a cat kiss, and it can be reciprocated. If you slowly blink at a cat while making gentle eye contact, many cats will respond with a slow blink of their own, creating a silent exchange of goodwill. This form of communication is particularly useful with shy or fearful cats, as it is non-threatening and respectful of the cat's space. Unlike reaching out to pet or pick up a cat, which requires physical contact and can be overwhelming, a slow blink is a gentle, distant way to communicate warmth and kindness. It is a small gesture, but it can deepen the bond between human and cat, building trust and understanding through a language that transcends words. A well-socialized cat is comfortable with a variety of people and situations. Socialization is a critical process in a cat's development, particularly during the first few months of life. During the period from approximately 2 to 7 weeks of age, kittens are most receptive to new experiences, and what they encounter during this time shapes their comfort level and behavior as adults. A kitten that is handled gently by different people, exposed to a variety of sounds, sights, and situations, and allowed to interact with other animals in a positive way, is more likely to grow into a confident, well-adjusted cat. Conversely, a kitten that is isolated, handled roughly, or exposed only to a limited environment may grow up fearful, shy, or aggressive in unfamiliar situations. Socialization does not end at 7 weeks, though the critical period makes it most impactful. Cats can continue to learn and adapt throughout their lives, though it may take more time and patience. For adult cats who were not well socialized as kittens, gradual exposure to new experiences, combined with positive reinforcement and respect for the cat's comfort level, can help build confidence. A well-socialized cat is a joy to live with, comfortable in a range of situations, relaxed around visitors, and adaptable to changes in routine. It is a gift that begins with the care and attention given during those crucial early weeks. Cats are skilled at hiding illness, a trait inherited from their wild ancestors. In the wild, appearing weak or sick is dangerous. Predators target the vulnerable, and social animals may be abandoned by their group if they cannot keep up. As a result, cats have evolved to hide signs of illness or injury for as long as possible. This instinct persists in domestic cats, making it challenging for owners to recognize when their cat is unwell. A sick cat may continue to eat, groom, and move around normally, only revealing the extent of its illness when it is quite advanced. Subtle changes in behavior, such as spending more time hiding, changes in appetite or litter box habits, decreased grooming, or a shift in vocalization, can be early warning signs. Cat owners must be observant and attuned to their cat's normal behavior so they can detect when something is off. Regular veterinary checkups are also important, as a vet may be able to detect issues that are not yet visible to the owner. Understanding that cats hide illness is not a flaw, but a survival instinct, encourages us to be more vigilant and proactive in monitoring their health. It is a reminder that the responsibility of caring for a cat includes being attuned to the quiet signals they give, the small changes that might indicate something is wrong. A cat's sense of time is tied to routine and environmental cues. While cats do not understand time in the way humans do, They have an impressive ability to anticipate events based on routine and environmental cues. A cat may seem to know when it is time for dinner, not because it can read a clock, but because it has internalized the patterns of the household, the angle of the sunlight, the sounds of you moving around, the time you typically arrive home from work. All of these are cues the cat uses to predict what will happen next. This is why cats often appear at the food bowl before you have even reached for the bag of food. They have learned the sequence of events that leads to mealtime and can anticipate it with remarkable accuracy. This sensitivity to routine is also why changes in schedule can be stressful for cats. A cat that is used to being fed at a certain time or having its human home during the day may become anxious or disruptive if the routine suddenly changes. Maintaining consistency in daily routines helps cats feel secure and reduces stress. When changes are necessary, gradual transitions and the introduction of new routines can help the cat adjust. Understanding how cats experience time reminds us that, in their world, predictability and routine are sources of comfort and security. Cats have been companions to famous historical figures and artists throughout history. Throughout history, many notable individuals have found companionship and inspiration in cats. Writers, in particular, seem to have an affinity for feline friends. Ernest Hemingway was famously devoted to his polydactyl cats, and his home in Key West still houses descendants of those cats today. Mark Twain wrote fondly of his cats, and his home was always filled with them. T.S. Eliot wrote a collection of whimsical poems about cats, which later became the basis for the musical Cats. In the world of art, painters such as Pablo Picasso, Henri Matisse, and Andy Warhol were known cat lovers, and felines appeared in their work. Even leaders and scientists have shared their lives with cats. Winston Churchill had a marmalade cat named Jock, who provided comfort during difficult times. Albert Einstein had a cat named Tiger, and he was known to comfort the cat when it appeared sad. These stories remind us that the bond between humans and cats transcends time, culture, and profession. Whether artist or scientist, writer or statesman, people have found in cats a source of companionship, comfort, and inspiration. The presence of a cat can calm the mind, offer silent companionship during long hours of work, and remind us of the simple pleasures of warmth, softness, and quiet presence. And so, dear listener, our gentle journey through the world of cats comes to a close. From the deserts of ancient Egypt to the cozy homes of today, cats have walked beside us, independent yet affectionate, mysterious yet familiar. They have shared our hearths, our beds, and our lives, offering comfort with their soft purrs and companionship with their quiet presence. We have explored the remarkable biology that makes them such extraordinary creatures, from their flexible spines and retractable claws to their acute senses and graceful movements. We have delved into their behaviors, understanding the language of slow blinks, tail positions, and the rhythmic kneading of paws. We have seen how cats communicate, how they bond, and how they navigate a world that is both domestic and wild. Cats remind us that there is beauty in independence, that affection given freely is all the more precious, and that grace can be found in the simplest movements. They teach us to appreciate routine and to find comfort in small rituals. They show us that rest is not laziness, but a necessary part of life, and that play is essential to well-being, no matter one's age. In their eyes, we see intelligence and curiosity. In their purrs, we feel peace. In their presence, we find companionship that asks little but gives much. As you lie here now, perhaps with a cat curled beside you or the memory of one held close in your heart, Let the warmth of that connection fill you. Picture a cat in sunlight, stretched out in perfect contentment, its fur glowing, its breathing slow and steady. Imagine the soft rumble of a purr, a sound that resonates with healing and calm. See a cat grooming itself with patient care, a cat leaping gracefully from one perch to another, a cat curling into a perfect circle of fur and warmth. Let these images carry you gently toward sleep. The world of cats is one of contrasts, of wild and tame, of independence and devotion, of stillness and sudden bursts of energy. It is a world that exists alongside ours, sometimes overlapping, sometimes separate, but always present. As you drift now, let the quiet wisdom of cats surround you. They know when to rest and when to play, when to seek connection and when to retreat into solitude. They remind us that life is to be lived with grace, with curiosity, and with moments of deep, restful peace. Close your eyes now. Let your breathing slow. Feel the softness of the place where you rest, as a cat seeks out the warmest, most comfortable spot. Let go of the day, of thoughts, of worries. Sink into the same deep rest that a cat knows so well, that complete surrender to stillness. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be. Simply rest, simply breathe, simply be. And as you drift into dreams, know that the cats of the world continue their ancient rhythms, sleeping in sunbeams, prowling through twilight, purring in the dark. They carry on as they always have, graceful and mysterious, a reminder that some things endure, that some connections transcend time, and that, in the quiet company of a cat, we find a peace that needs no words. Good night, dear listener. May your dreams be gentle, your rest be deep, and may you wake refreshed, ready to greet a new day with the same quiet grace of a cat stretching in morning light. Sleep well.